Yo, alright. Nice little intro from them. If you haven't played the single player of Freelancer, there's probably a lot that you just saw that you were like, what the should I swear on the spotlighted segment? What the F was that? What I swear. What the fuck was that? But single player is a really cool story. Here, let me put my capture back on. Where is my there I am. What's up? So, thanks very much to Regulancer for spotlighting us today. I'm excited. We've been looking forward to this. Why are there force powers in the intro? Like I said, single player is got a pretty wacky bunch of story stuff going on. It's pretty good. But we've been looking forward to this for a while. We've known we're gonna have this little spotlight for like a month plus or something. So welcome. Hopefully, some fresh eyes are gonna come in from the Freelancer community, from the Freelancer Galactic Discord, and come and check out the mod. Even, whether or not that many do, or even before they get there, I'm going to treat this a bit like we're showing the mod off to some new people again, who haven't seen it before. I know that I've been doing a fair number of dev streams with you guys, so a lot of you, I'll be repeating myself to those of you who are regulars now and follow me for the Freelancer streams. But for those new, I'm going to try to, go through the lower difficulty zones again, go through the middle, We haven't even gone to Alamosa and our harder difficulty zones we just added yet. But we have two commands in the chat as well throughout this. We have !Regulancer, which gives a little rundown of Regulancer like I just did, as we're part of their community spotlight. And as that message says, please do go and check out, use !Regulancer in chat. And please do go and check out the Freelancer Galactic Community Discord. Go and check out the event pings channel there as well, which is where this event should be being pinged right now, and where future ones will as well. They spotlight, they're spotlighting all sorts of different mods and parts of the community, and it's really awesome. And then we have the !BMod one, which is also like kind of a rough description, pretty vague description, as descriptions are when they're short, but just kind of a rough description of what we're doing here with BMod. But basically, I love Freelancer. The easiest way to sum it up is I love Freelancer, and I have other games I love, like BattleTech that I play a lot, Star Sector, and Ace Combat, as we were just watching the trailer for. Love those kind of games, and I think this mod that we're doing here is kind of like a mash of all of them together in a lot of ways, taking my favorite parts from a lot of things. I work on it with Milo, who's like a big, I think the admin and server owner of the Freelancer Galactic Community Discord as well, so people probably know him from the Freelancer community at large, Irate Red Kite. And me and him have been working on this mod. We first dabbled in it like in 2020, but now I like this loadout, I think this loadout's fine. But now we are... I'm actually going to switch this to heavy. For dual, I'm going back to the Winchesters. But we kind of looked like... Did a few months of work on it in 2020, and then we basically took 3 years off. Drifted off it, but now we've kind of been back for some months now, and we're getting way hard into it again. Some big differences from vanilla. Well, tons of stuff. I can't really sum it all up, because I'll forget everything. But some big differences are things like the gameplay, the movement around gameplay is completely changed from the engine kill meta of vanilla. We are much more about impulse engines now. Engine kill is important, but it's not the be-all and end-all. It's like a tactic now, not the main way you don't just do E-kill jousting all the time like vanilla, I think, devolved into. We don't have nanobots or bats. You cannot just hit the button and repair mid-combat. I'm gonna fly over to Cheyenne, I think. We have a lot of different weapon types that are behave very, very differently to each other. So we have your normal blasters, like you'd be used to, from vanilla, just normal guns. We also have auxiliary weapons, like this is a autocannon, which is very good against hull, and very energy efficient for what it does against hull, but really can't do much to shields. We have missiles are very, very tweaked compared to vanilla, and they're a lot more, I find, a lot more reliable. As someone with a lot of ping, I live in Australia. I used to play a lot of Discovery Freelancer multiplayer, and I could never get missiles to hit anything. They've been changed a lot here. I can hit with them way more, and I find them really satisfying. We use Y485's missile effects for them, and they're really freaking awesome. Deduct says Sarge, you're loading them on. What's up, Sarge? Did you get access from Milo? You're already on the Git? That's good stuff. The server, if you've got the instructions and you've got access to the Git, you and any of the other playtesters are welcome to jump on. I'm probably gonna do some solo stuff for the first 20 minutes or so, but then I'd love to do some co-oping. Need to log in to Git first. Yeah, I think if you haven't been given it already, Milo has to log on and give you access. So So he's gonna be on in my codev Milo. He's gonna be on in like half an hour to an hour from now. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long. I'm just gonna fly through here and see if we get a contact to try and fight and do the combat. So we basically are doing everything right now in one system, Colorado. We have plans to expand system by system as we go, but we wanted to like focus everything down into one system. Just make that system as cool and interesting as possible and fill it with stuff to do and flavor. But we want to keep it like small, especially because we want to be a multiplayer mod. We don't want to have a situation where it's like, you know, we use all of Freelancer's 32 systems from the start, and then our server has like 3 people on, and you will never see each other. So we want to keep it all to one system for now, because it's really all we need right now. And then if we have 1 player, 2 players, 3 players, you're going to see each other because you're in the same system, going to the same places. So in Colorado right now, which is the extent of our universe for the moment, as the gates are cut off essentially. Up here in the northeast, this is Cheyenne asteroid field. They're slamming asteroids on autopilot. And this is kind of like the rookie area, the rookiest area. It's the easiest field for a lawful player to start off in. The spawns are pretty limited here of enemy Xenos, which is the main enemy in Colorado. You can get in trouble sometimes if a few more spawn on you can handle at once. But in general, like, it's tuned here to be pretty friendly. Then you'll head down to Silverton next. This is like a big conflict zone between the Liberty Navy and the Xenos and independent miners trying to mine the field. And you'll get like a lot of, you'll get some big dogfights down here. We were just, before we started doing this section, basically lowering the spawns in Silverton because it was too crazy. There was too many Xenos. We needed to lower it. So when we go down there, we'll see how it feels if it's too little, too many. And then you've got Alamosa Field up here. This is like the next step up from Silverton. There isn't really any Navy to help you up here when you're a lawful player in Alamosa. So if you're a lawful player going here, you're going to get into some harder pilots as well, harder enemies. Pilots in this, there's rookies, veterans, and elites right now. Worse pilots fly ships with slightly worse versions of the same gear, so their shields regen a bit slower, they have a bit less capacity, their guns are a bit less accurate, a bit less projectile speed. While elite pilots are the opposite, they have better stuff. There's also some cool stuff up here as well. And then this is probably the hardest space for a lawful to fly into, or hardest field, which is Copperton. This is where the Xenos' unlawful base is, and they've got defense systems over there. Oh, contact, holy fuck. And all sorts of spawns and crap. I haven't even, I've been tuning those up recently. I haven't even really got into them yet. Because I've needed some friends, because they've just been too hard. So in the combat, if you remember, or if you play Vanilla Freelancer, or if you haven't played Vanilla Freelancer a while but you remember it, you'll probably be able to see right away that the combat, plays pretty differently to Vanilla already. For one, like I said, the old engine killing thing of, using a thruster to just E-kill joust each other all the time, that's gone, because thrusters don't really do anything right now. They're kind of disabled. You can use them, but they don't make you go any faster than your impulse engines. Speed's also been increased for the combat in general. So now it's a bit more like a jet dogfighting game, so you can engine kill, and it's tactically useful sometimes, but it also leaves you vulnerable because you're flying straight. And most of the time you're going to be flying around like a fighter jet. And that's... being vulnerable when you engine kill is a big deal because the AI is also much, much better. This is a mod where we don't just want to be like PvP. My shields are down, I gotta dodge. As I talk about how threatening they are, they're messing me up. We want this to be a PvE mod as a foundation with PvP in it as well, like a PvP VE. So absolutely we've worked very hard to make the bots actually present a human level of, or a human-like level of challenge. This is just a rookie here, a rookie enemy. I gotta kill him because the reinforcements are gonna start stacking up if it takes too long. In the death spiral. I got one rookie on me here and one veteran. I'm a bit pingy because I'm from Australia and the server's in LA. So you'll notice a lot of rubber banding on my stream, unfortunately. I think for Americans it's hopefully a bit better though. We put the server in LA to be best for American audiences. I don't know why this rookie just wants to constantly spin on me, but I'm gonna get some distance. This rookie's decided they're gonna be like a Battlefield 3 pilot and just constantly turn on me. As long as as I dodge the other one, it's fine. I think that one's taking me too long because they're just like an evasive spiral. So I'm gonna go on the veteran who's on me instead. The constant spiraling they do sometimes is a behavior they used to do a shitload. I've tried to make them do it less, but as you can see, sometimes they just like get in the habit for it. I've got 3 on me now. I'm gonna die on my demo of the tutorial zone because I took too long commentating it long enough, like focusing on the fight. There we go, shields down. So once the shields are down, I want to switch to my missiles and my autocannons. Those are guns that are very effective against hull, but can't really get through shields very well. There's a lot of like weapon switching gameplay for us in that sense, where you use one type of weapons to get down, you know, like the shields, and then you want to switch to something else completely. Oh god, my shield, fuck! Please don't die on my demo. There we go, 1 down. I got 3 on me now, I gotta dodge. I got missiles incoming. So, pop some flares and agility dodge up. Let me just try to get some straight line jousts, because that's the quickest way to kill these bots if they'll consent to them with me. I gotta get in close, because the further away you are, the harder it is to hit. There we go. I want to get some distance, I can fire a missile. That's gonna miss. I might just have to bail out, I've let too many of them build up, I think. Unless I can kill this one quick. Oh, you hit a fucking asteroid in the way, goddammit. Awesome combat. I hope you like it, yeah, like I think... I talked up the combat, but then like, the bots just kind of flew around in a circle a bit. Which they'll do sometimes. But in general, I'm really happy with the combat. Hang on, I'm getting fucked up. There we go, 1 down. Oh, I should not have come back on. My shields weren't ready. I'm gonna try, like, not to lose the tutorial fight. Well, the rookie zone. This one I can kill. Fuck, I wish my missile had hit. Flare. Because if I get hit by a missile here, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die. Fuck. No. I'm gonna die. I'm for sure gonna die. No, come on. Come on, just get the shield back in there. Whoa! Okay. I need to bail. I'm just gonna spam flares and try to get out of here. Winning cruise disrupted. I'm just spamming my countermeasures to try to leave. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one. One concern I've had is sometimes I come to this rookie area and it's like a little bit too hard. What the fuck? Am I in... Oh. Jeff, did you just drag like a whole bunch of different spawns over? That's a Silverton spawn, they should not be here. What the fuck? I think I might have put the wrong spawns in there by accident. Whoops, ignore them. But yeah, the big thing with difficulty in this mod, because we don't want this mod to be a mod you join in and like, you're like a new player and you just go and try and go into that rookie field. Oh, you took a mission there, Jeff? Right, you have a mission in the field. That's interesting. I haven't tested missions yet. That's kind of funny. But yeah, obviously we want to have like easy areas for you to learn the mod. We don't want you to like join this mod and be like, oh cool, and then like you just get destroyed in your first fight. So it's kind of a work in progress of making sure that the spawn rates are low enough that you can have these fights in zones like over there without, you know, getting ganged up on too much. We've had a little trouble, you know, wrangling the respawn times because it's a bit complex behind the scenes to actually make Freelancer do what you want. But we're getting a lot better these days, and the balance is pretty good. But a skill you definitely want to learn is when to run away, which I probably should have run away earlier, back when I said, like, hey, maybe I should run away and reset. That's when I should have gone. I popped all of my countermeasure flares there.
Loaded into cargo hold.
I'm going to try a different loadout and head back in there. I'm going to switch up my... What do I want to switch up to? Got my repair mines. I'm going to sell this cargo I just got. I've got like a ridiculous amount of money from dev testing. So we're going to sell some bounty tokens that we just got off killing those guys. I'm going to switch up my guns because I don't think my guns are doing me any favors in that fight. I used to use this loadout a lot, but I've been doing some weapon rebalancing lately. And it's not been feeling as strong for me. I think I'll keep the heavy autocannon, I like that. But I think I'm going to go to... What else do I want? I think I'm going to try some magma hammers, which shoot a bit quicker. Check I've got ammo for everything. Yep, let's refill on missiles.
Loaded into cargo hold.
And let's try and head back out. I'm trying to do a bit better this time. So this time, I should focus 20% less on commentary, I think. And 30% more on killing Xenos before they stack up on me. Because definitely if you sit around too long, they can stack up to a worrying degree. Of course, you can always just go out and co-op with a friend. It is a multiplayer mod. And I'm not co-oping yet because I want to show off like kind of the stuff in solo a bit first, but we'll do some co-op in a bit as well. We'll head down to Silverton as well, and we'll co-op here and then co-op down in Silverton.
Take a peek in your hold? Didn't think so. There's nothing here I want.
Deductor says the music fits. Yeah, well the music isn't part of the mod. This is my own Winamp playlist I'm playing. I actually I just have the music off and I'm playing from my own like sound program. My own thingy. We have not done a music mod to put all the Ace Combat music into our mod. In case anyone gets like false advertised on that. But yeah, I'm always banging this playlist when I play this mod. It always fits very well. So let's fly around again and see if we get another contact I can handle a bit easier this time. But yeah, what else as we wait for contact? Yeah, you can't bot and bat in the fight. A lot of the stuff when I first started doing this mod, way back, it was just a personal mod for myself. Here we go. And I was balancing it based off a lot of stuff I didn't like about multiplayer Freelancer in general. Like, I hated how bots and bats just kind of like drew the fight out unnecessarily, in my opinion. So you can repair in this, but only out of combat. I'll show you how in a second. These are doing better, I think. I like these better. For a similar reason of not wanting fights to drag out forever, projectile speeds are really high. And missiles can be dodged, but are like quite reliable. Because we don't want you to be stuck in a fight that lasts for like an hour. We don't want, like, I had a lot of Discovery multiplayer Freelancer experience and vanilla Freelancer experience where, because I have Australian ping especially, I could really get into these situations where, like, I would be in the same duel with someone for, like, a PvP player for literally, like, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you just couldn't hit each other. You'd get someone's shields down and they just go evasive and you couldn't convert to any real damage. I hated that. You know, I never wanted to get stuck in those, basically like World of Warcraft Resto Druid duels. Those, like, bubbling pallies hitting each other and doing nothing. One of the cardinal rules is I never want there to be a time in this mod where you have a fight that's just gotten so much of like a stalemate because it's like no one can hit each other that you're just like, fuck this, I'm just gonna quit the game, you know? We've got some really like strong weapons we just added for dealing with targets that are really hard to hit as well, like light fighters, which I'll show off a bit later as well. Now, speaking of hitting things, one thing we immediately had a problem with is when we went from, I was foolishly, when I originally made this mod, doing it in single player, and not realizing how different it is to test it in a multiplayer. I got a little Navy buddy coming to help me, nice. And as soon as we went to multiplayer, all of my projectile speed balance, all of my combat balance, basically went out the window. Because, like, ping and the different way multiplayer worked, just ruined things. You just couldn't hit anyone, basically, like what I was just describing. It was a slog. We increased the projectile speeds a lot to accommodate, so if you tried to play this mod in single player, you'd get annihilated by the AI because they'll be too accurate. They're very much tuned for how they work in multiplayer. But there was still a problem where it seemed like sometimes in multiplayer, you just wouldn't be able to, like... You'd shoot where your lead indicator was, but it just seemed like the lead indicator was off, whether it was ping or just MP netcode. It just always seemed really hard to land accurate shots, especially on turning enemies. Dark says I don't have no access yet. Yeah, you'll have to wait until Milo comes on, I'm afraid, which hopefully is really soon, so hopefully he'll be on with us soon. So the way I ended up fixing this, a few days ago, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. It's a bit of a weird solution, but in the end it works out quite simply. basically it felt like shots were always landing behind the target. Like, the Freelancer was just not putting the crosshair where it needed to be. Oh, they're on now. Yeah, Milo should be giving you access now, hopefully, then in the Discord, Sarge. And you too, Nero. But basically, because the crosshair just wanted to be just seemed to be too far behind where the target was, I ended up creating these, like, ghost fake weapons called zero pointers or ZPs, which are not a real gun, but they pretend to be one. They have no damage, they don't shoot, they don't really do anything, but they're just a gun that's in your ship that has a projectile speed, and that projectile speed is much lower than the other projectile speeds in the mod. Now, people who are veterans of Freelancer know that the leading pip that you use to hit shots, and, you know, defines your accuracy that you have to rely on, that's an average of all the projectile speeds of your weapon. So I can actually show you the difference if I make a group. So by putting these fake weapons into your weapon group, the game will average the speeds out. So now it'll try to lead the target more because you've got slower guns in your group. So you can see the difference when I fly past here as I switch between them. Yeah, it's like doing a UI hack basically. Basically, all it is, for those familiar with like firearms and the concept of zeroing your weapon, that's why they're called zero pointers, it's basically like zeroing your gun on the fly by toggling these fake weapons into your weapon group or not. You'll add more lead to your crosshair. And for whatever reason, because of how multiplayer works, we've found that having these two, you know, or using whatever combination of these you want, will really help you get way more accurate shots in MP. Before we had these things, we were constantly missing shots, even when we were clicking the crosshair like Freelancer wants you to. But now that I've got them on, ever since I've had them a few days ago, it's been night and day, and we've been hitting really accurately. Maybe I'm talking a little bit too much about what's really a technical feature in a lot of ways, I guess. But I am quite proud of it, because before we put them on, you just couldn't hit shit, and the gameplay still kind of sucked for us, because our mod just wasn't working. You just couldn't hit the enemy enough, and it was just like, every fight was just taking too long. I bounced the fuck out of that guy. But now you have these things, and as long as you hit that crosshair, in most situations, as long as they're not out dodging you and you're close enough, you're quite accurate, even with ping. Like, again, I'm in Australia, so all the gameplay you're seeing from me on this server, which is based in LA, I have like, can I see? Yeah, I have 187 ping. And even so, thanks to like stuff like this and stuff we've done to projectile speeds, I get rubber banding sometimes on my own server when there's too many NPCs, just because I think I'm so far from the server. When there's like, you know, 12 plus NPCs, I've noticed it. But apart from that, like, the experience has been really good, and that's important because I'm in Australia, but I didn't want to make the server Australian because then most of the people who are going to play on this server, my wider community, are probably Americans. So I wanted to put it somewhere that was best for everyone. Also, last time I tried to do a mission, it crashed me, but it seems like my testers are doing them just fine. Alright, so that's our... Here, do you wanna co-op up for Silverton? We can head on down to Silverton next. Your few minutes? No worries. So yeah, we're not done with the balance of these fields. I want to add more subzones to these areas to give you more different choices in difficulty and like kind of a neighborhood of difficulty. Like maybe add like, you know, a rookie boss zone where it's a bit harder. But in general, I've been working on the balancing of the zone spawn rates and the kind of difficulty of enemies you'll face there a lot lately. And I've been feeling pretty good at them. When I say there's like different levels of challenge, I don't mean it like in vanilla Freelancer where everything's like leveled gear. We've flattened things in this mod, so it's not like a Magma Hammer is a level 1 gun, and, you know, a Justice is a level 10 gun, and so the Magma Hammer is like 10 times worse forever. Hey, what's up, Legendary? After 3 hours of sleep, you're stoked to witnesses. Hey, yo, hey, what up? In our mod, everything's kind of flattened out, so everything's... Not everything, you know, there will be straight upgrades sometimes. We want to have a lot of like fun progression for like, oh, you just got like a better gun, you know, that's probably better than yours. But in general, we want to have like, as much as possible, things to be alternatives to each other. So, you know, light fighters, heavy fighters, very heavy fighters. It's not like vanilla where very heavy fighters are just better fighters. They are balanced to be legitimate side options to each other here, where very heavy fighters, you know, classic gameplay stuff, are much more sluggish in agility, but can bring more weapons and are much tankier. Light fighters, the opposite. Much more fragile, but very, very agile. That rhymes. And then with weapons as well, there's, you know, again, it's always a work in progress as we work on the balance here. But basically, you have lots of different choices for weapons. In general, it follows an idea of, like, the faster a gun fires, the more benefits it gets given in terms of, like, overall damage per second, energy efficiency, stuff like that. Because those guns inherently have a weakness of you need to be keeping on the target for that much longer to deliver your damage. If you shoot 16 times in a second, or you shoot 8 times in a second, you need to be on that target for a full second and keep accurate and track the target. Whereas if you just have a gun like a magma hammer that's slower, you only need to, like, hit once, boom, and you've bursted all your damage out. And that's valuable and very, very good, because then that is its own strength, where it lets you, like, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge. So those guns tend to be better for people who are, like, 1v many, who want to be, like, putting out damage at the same time as they keep dodging, like stutter stepping. So for that reason, we try to keep the stats of those guns a bit worse, because, you know, that dodge ability is a strength in its own right. And so I've been going back and forth with them a lot lately, of going like, oh, do I want faster firing guns, do I want slower firing guns, and it really changes based on what you're doing and your overall loadout. Speaking of which, I'm tempted to get an eagle out. Let's get a different autocannon.
Roger that. Your request to land is granted.
And some faster firing guns. Oh, Jeff, Jesus, rip. F. I'll show you guys some light fighter and very heavy fighter gameplay in a minute as well, but first I want to do a bit more heavy fighter, because they're like the medium, the average, the default. So they show off what the combat's like the best, I think. We're going to switch out this heavy autocannon for a light version. Fans of Battletech might notice that to say I take inspiration from Battletech for some of the weaponry, it would be an understatement. I have lifted some weapons as concepts. The Dark says, are the fighter classes all equal in usability? Yes. That's absolutely the concept, is that light fighters, heavies, and very heavies are all meant to be useful in their own ways. And like I said, I'll show you some light fighter gameplay and some very heavy fighter gameplay after a bit more heavy fighter. Lights are the ones I balance the least, because I've flown them the least. Very heavies are just like these giant tanky powerhouses, and lights are meant to be like these agile interceptors. I just gave the lights some new laser weapons and machine guns too, which will be interesting to see. I haven't tested them too much yet in multiplayer. I'm gonna get rid of my... I'm gonna go to like a very rapid firing loadout here. In fact, you know what? Screw the light AC. Let's go whole hog. Let's put the laser on. I want to do the laser. So like I was just talking about, basically we've been balancing the combat. Large laser on. We've been balancing the combat so that you never get into those situations where it's like frustrating, where it's like boring, where it's like, oh, I just can't hit this person, fuck this fight. And in general, we've made some pretty good strides in the multiplayer environment in keeping that from being a thing. But basically like a couple nights ago, my co-dev Milo was like, yeah, it's way better, but sometimes I still get frustrated because I just can't hit through the shield regen fast enough. I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'll make the L laser right now. So we have these new weapons that we've been testing basically just yesterday. I just made them yesterday morning. But so far they've been pretty cool. Where they are essentially a hit scan weapon. They have no travel time. They're just 30,000 meters per second here. Is basically, it's not quite the speed of light in real terms, but it's in the terms of this game, it's basically the speed of light. They have really big burst damage, but the thing that balances them is, for one, they suck a huge amount of energy out when you fire them. It's 5,000 energy to fire one of these things compared to 24 for 200 a second for one of these. This ship's overall power plant is only like, what's the overall power plant at? Can I see it? Not there. But it's only like 8,000, 9,000, I think. Yeah, there it is. 8,000 capacity. So when you fire the L laser on a heavy fighter, you're, blowing out half of your goddamn power plant. Badger says very heavy so far has been hard to kill, but also hard to get good angles on bandits. Yes, exactly. That's the trade-off. The very heavy fighters are less agile, but they do very well with these lasers for that reason. But yeah, so these lasers are energy inefficient. They're also not very damage efficient. They have great burst, but they only fire once every 7 seconds. Let me fly out into the open and I'll show you how they work.
Flight 16-15, this is Planet Denver.
What's up? Let's group up.
Planetary
You two, let's go to
discharge.
Silverton. Yeah, you can hear, ow! You can hear my friends over here have one as well. Don't play with missiles around the Navy, you'll make them angry.
Stand by, I'm scanning your
You'll hit the trade lane and they'll kill you.
You're clean.
Dock.
It's like Dortmund with scissors. So because this big laser is such an energy hog, especially on a medium, heavy fighter, that doesn't have as big a power plant as a heavier fighter might, like a very heavy. I've opted here to take some faster firing weapons because, as we were just discussing before, faster firing weapons tend to have better energy efficiency. We got a bunch of justices here, and then we got our big L laser. Still a bit of a work in progress on some aspects of it, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. This thing, like I said, only fires once every 7 seconds, but it is an instant hit weapon. The way it's kind of balanced, it kind of works out that, like, if you're only hitting an enemy with one of these L lasers, which you can only put one of them on a ship at a time right now, the way the hardpoints are, you won't really get through their shield, but if you combo it with other weapons, it'll work out really well. So it's not energy efficient, it's not DPS efficient overall. It's only got like 360 DPS, which is worse than a single one of these guns. But the burst can be really valuable to make use of excess power plant. Legendary says let us join so we can die instead. Hey, if you want to join the server, we could use more playtesters right now. Right now is basically the time that we actually want more playtesters now because there's a good amount of shit to shoot. So if you want to, down below my player, there should be a big like banner that says BMod on it. If you click that, it'll send you to our development Discord, and you'll be in a landing page where you can just do like a click a reaction down the bottom, follow the instructions there, and let us know you want to be a tester, and we'll get around to adding you to the Git, and you can be a playtester. We're not public right now; we are private testing, but we could use more testers right now. So if you want to get in on it, we'll probably get you in on it. Now, I'm worried right now that Silverton's going to be too quiet. I hope not, because Silverton's really been too busy lately, the asteroid field we're in. The spawns have basically been way too hectic, so just before we... Oh, Jeff's dead. Holy shit. Jeff? So just before we came on today, I basically, like, slashed the spawn rates around here. We got some contacts right here, though. Banzu's fighting them. Okay. So I'm going to see which ones are on Bands, which I think is going to be all of them. You can see the flares popping off there. Navy's fighting them as well. We got a bit of a brawl. Probably going to see some rubber banding from me because there's so many enemies, but here we go. Laser to open. I haven't got that autocannon to switch to anymore because I've switched that weapon out for the laser, basically. Yeah, and with these Navy escorts here, we're going to annihilate them.
This is the Navy, Omicron, 0 to Navy, Delta at 4-4. You don't mind if I scan you for a little contraband, do you?
But yeah, hopefully... I'm going to fly back and meet Jeff. Hopefully the spawn rates aren't too slow today. If they are, we'll probably just buff them up.
There's nothing here I want.
Or we'll end up going to... Once we get enough co-op friends... Because I've been doing 2-player co-op here for a while, and it's been working out well over the past few days. But we have these new fields that are way harder up in Alamosa and Copperton. And I haven't gone to them yet, but it looks like we're going to get a few playtesters on today. So we might make like a squad of like 4. And go check them out together, I think. Because I think it's good that I think we've fixed the spawn rate being too high here. But we'll see if it's too low now, if we need to like bring it back a little bit. Nice to see you again, Firefly. I ended up using your trick to lower spawn rates by faction chance, layered on top of the normal chances. So we're seeing if that's working today as well. Though I learned an interesting thing about permutations today, which will help me balance the spawn rates more as well. But nice to see you again. Let me just take a drink. You just got home from a basketball game. Did you win? Unlike 4 to 6 games, nice. We ran home so you can watch B-Mod. Maybe I cut the spawns too much, now nothing's showing up. I might have to jump out real quick. If nothing shows up in like a minute, it might make me think I should jump out real quick and buff them up again. Because we were having the problem we were getting dogpiled before, but you don't have the opposite problem when there's nothing to do either. When are you going to replace all the ships with fighter jets? I mean, I'm kind of... Oh, Jeff, don't take missions. We're in the group with you. Now we're on a mission. I've kind of done that this morning because I moved all the hard points around. Contact. So that they're underneath the wings. Maybe we can go help Jeff with the mission. It'll be very imba. So again, I'm gonna just get my power back up on my bar. Open up with a big, greedy laser shot. And get that shield down. Nice and easy. With 2 of us, nice and easy. Legendary says, so Colorado is all about Xenos. Will the rest of the systems, when implemented, follow the same logic? I think I get the idea of what you're asking, and yes to what I think you're asking, of like, is each system going to kind of be like, centered around different kind of ideas like that? Like how Colorado's not like, you know, big Xenos theme. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to like, oh yeah, see, just need a bit of patience. I don't want to up these spawn rates too much. Yeah, like we want to have each system, like, emphasize how Freelancer's world feels really cool. 4 of them, this is gonna be dangerous. Oh fuck, they're all on me. Ah! I'll answer your question afterwards. I gotta focus or I'm gonna be fucked. I got 3 of them on me. I don't know if Banzer's listening to the stream. I'm gonna rely on Banzer to kind of try and get some of them off my tail, I think. The good thing about dodging so much is it gives me time to like build my energy up and do a lot of these L laser shots. I want to see which one Banzer's shooting. That one. So I'll put a laser into them as well. I'm not doing like good DPS, but it's something I can do while I'm dodging, is just like throw a laser shot out like that and then keep dodging. While Banzer does most of the work, I'm just kind of like helping out, you know? Firefly says he needs to add that hex so NPCs randomly focus on targets. We do have that. And they do kind of like randomly pick who they want to fight. Like here, 3 of them went on me and 1 of them went on the Banzer. One thing that I have with Freelancer that annoys me is that once they pick a target, they'll kind of stay on it forever. They don't have like an aggro system. Oh, there's so many. We could be in trouble here. They won't like switch targets or anything very often, which can be a bit annoying. Banzer, I'm gonna try and head north. Ah! And hope the frigate helps me. There can be a hook for that? Yeah, we would love to get a hook for that, basically. Oh, fuck. Banzer, help me! Jesus! Oh, Navy. Fuck yeah, Navy. Help me, Navy. Oh, fuck. If that missile hits me, I die, I die. Oh, fuck. I gotta cruise. Hopefully, if I live long enough, the Navy's gonna get him. Oh no, 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 no. I'm in so much fucking trouble. Alright, I'm away. I'm just gonna get some distance and let them get different targets. Seems like you're letting filling NPCs a bit much. Yeah, when the spawns like get a bit wacky around here, you definitely want to. But in general, you just kind of like want to run. One thing I want to start doing, though I wasn't going to do it for today, is to have the NPCs start spawning further away. So it's not like, oh, you're in a fight and then, you know, 3 more enemies show up and you're like, fuck. But have it be a bit more like... I'm going to come back in now. Have it be a bit more like, you know, you have time to see them coming. Yeah, 10k, exactly. That's what I'd like to do, Firefly. I didn't want to do it for today in case it fucked up everything for the demonstration. But in the future, I think that's what I want to do. Let's try and help Banzer now. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, I'd love to get a hook that makes them like an aggro system a bit more. Right now they're a bit dumb with their target choices. But future stuff. Right on your tail. Nice. Who else is on my teammate? I think we've got most of them. Banjo's shield's a bit hit. Let's put a laser in. Missile away. And they're done. Whew, that was fucking hairy. You bozo? Oh, El bozo. I thought you were saying I bozo. Here, Bands, I'm gonna do some repairs. Don't come too close to me while I repair mine. So we don't have bots and bats for field repairs, but we do have repair mines. And the way they work is that you can only like do it like once every 10 seconds and your shield has to be down. It's like a repair mine. The reason we do it like that is because we don't want you to do combat repairs, but we do want you to be able to heal in between fights. Kind of like first aid. It is a bit funny though that the way you have to do this, you have to have your shield down for the mine to be able to repair you. So it means you have to like manually turn your shield off by basically jettisoning cargo. It's a little bit of a like funny quirk, but once you're used to it, it's pretty fine. Firefly says, why not... Hang on. Firefly says, why not have a repair weapon so you can repair each other and not yourself? Because that promotes... That would promote team play, but the problem is then you can just, like, kind of pocket each other, which I don't want. For one, I want you to be able to heal yourself. I want solo play to be a thing. I want you to be able to go out on your own and first aid yourself up. That should be a thing. But for another, I don't want to, like... I do want to do, like, maybe, like, pocket repair guns in a different kind of balance. But I don't want to have to be, like, a thing that, be a thing that everyone can just do. I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm the medic from TF2 and I'm just going to shoot you with the healing gun all the time, you know? I want that to be, like, a different thing if I ever do that. But that's strategy. Oh, sure, and, you know, trust me, I didn't need to pop that when I'm done. And trust me, you know, we've already got a repair gun in, it's just not in the game. It's not really on anything yet. But, you know, I do want to do stuff, like, in the future, you know, like a more support kind of loadout, where you're a ship that is not really about killing enemies, but you're more about just helping your friends out. Maybe like you're a Rhino freighter, and you have, repair guns on the front. And if your buddy fighters come down to you and turn their shield off, you can heal them up, right? Do pit stops. And I like that as an idea, but I don't want to have it be like... part of all the gameplay. Like, I don't want that to be like a thing in every kind of squad setup or loadout or whatever. If you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like the default gameplay. I just want it to be like an option that maybe you want to play like that. Maybe you like playing like Mercy in Overwatch, you know? But not all the time. I prefer like it being, you know, you've got to sit still and really get vulnerable to heal. You're not really meant to like... Nice missile. You're not really meant to play this like vanilla where fights go on forever because you're healing up constantly. Your hull should really be your hull for the duration of a fight, unless you get away. Firefly says turn it into Overwatch where each ship is unique for special abilities. I mean, yeah, we have... That could be quite fun too, definitely. You could definitely make the different ship classes fun in that sense with special abilities, and you can make each ship have their own unique stuff too. Blackbladder says, what about adding new ships to the game? Definitely want to do it. Haven't done it yet because our approach to developing this is to only add what we need at the time and keep it like nice and avoid feature creep and avoid bloat. So that's why we've gone down to, you know, Freelancer by default has so many systems and so many ships and so many weapons, and we've taken it all down to just one system right now. And just like a handful of weapons, which we're adding to slowly, a handful of ships. It's like, it's just the Eagle, Falcon, you know, it's just the Eagle line, and then like the Navy line right now, and like that's it right now. We're adding more as we go, but we're only adding them as we need them. We're not starting with like 32 ships and going like, let's balance all of them. We're going, let's Go down to 3 ships, balance them. Okay, that's fun. Let's go work from that foundation, add 3 more. Legendary says, so is looter shooter the main approach, or ships being essentially their own classes? I think those two things can coexist. It's like 2 different things that can layer on top of each other. Looter shooter is something we definitely want to do. Though the ships are kind of like their own classes as well. They just don't have like special MOBA abilities like Overwatch. Oh no, you might need to make sure you fetch your origin right. I don't know, Sarge. Rip. Rip. I don't know why I did that to you, or maybe you did a restart. But looter shooter is a good thing, like... Oh, the frigate's here. Looter shooter is a good way to describe what we want to do as well, because we want to do like a lot of different stuff you can find, a lot of reasons to go explore and find cool treasure out there. And then we want to have that be like a big part of like the PvP element as well. Where like, Banzer, go find some Xenos and pull them back to the frigate. Come here, frigate, I'm going to bait you into the field because I want to show you the stream. We want to have that be a big part of the PvP as well, like a Tarkov-like game where it's like, you go out there, you find cool stuff, but then, you know, someone comes and PvPs you to steal it out of your hold, that kind of thing. Because I like those kinds of games as well, though they can be very toxic, balanced wrong. But one thing I've always loved about Freelancer, I'm gonna like bait the NPCs to follow my trail of lootable things to bring them into the field, because I want to show you this frigate killing shit. One thing I've always loved about Freelancer is the feeling of exploration. And it's fun on its own, but I want to like really promote reasons to explore that like go hand in hand with just the fun of, you know, flying around and smelling the roses. So right now we only have Colorado. But we want to, in the future, as we add more systems, do systems that are like, you know, wild frontiers, where there's no trade lanes, you know, very dangerous enemies, super high threat. But, you know, once you feel ready to take it on, you can go there alone or with friends. And then, you know, we up the reward. We have more treasure there, you know, wrecks full of good loot, enemies you can kill there that give you good loot, you know, big, like, dungeon and boss adventures there. Where you got to work together to get, like, all the good shit. Fly out there, you know, go out on your raid, and then come back home, equip it, go back out again, cycle and loop. Currently we're doing, with just one system at the moment, we're doing like a smaller version of that where they're not implemented yet, but we're gonna have like, you know, treasure convoys going back and forth of like Xenos and Navy freighters that have good shit in them, and you can farm them and try to get good drops out of them. We already have elites in the game, which can also like drop some good gear as well, better stuff. And we basically just want to like really nail the progression of that, so that like you're getting cool new shit all the time, but also like it's nice and like deep. You can play for a long time, and like it's striking that balance between it being like too hard to grind, but also like not just getting everything you want on day one. Like we don't want to have it be like, oh, you log onto this mod and you've got the best shit in the game like in a day. I think vanilla Freelancer can be a bit like that, where when you know what you're doing. I remember I used to like be like, okay, let's just spam some trade runs, get an eagle, fly around to all the codename spots and get all the codename weapons, and I'm done. And we want to like do something a bit more longer lasting here, where it's like you find any Banzer? Where it's like you know, you could be progressing for a long time in this game, and we can add new stuff over time and keep you on like keep you on being able to like, you know, treadmill more gear essentially, have more shit to do constantly. I don't know if we're gonna get any Xenos to come and fight this frigate though, but God, I want to. But you know, that's basically the next thing for us to do. Right now we've been essentially just like focusing on the combat balance is the main thing we put a lot of time into, making the combat different. Yeah, I'm pulling the frigate to the field with dropping loot, yeah. Usually it just patrols like left to right, but I just want to be like cheesy and try to get it to shoot some Xenos, because I put a bunch of guns on it last night and it looks fun when it goes off. I'm kind of, unless I get any enemies soon, I'm kind of wasting a bit of time doing it. But yeah, like that's our idea, that's right, is like, we've just been trying to get like a really great foundation of combat and good balance. Then, you know, the last couple of weeks we've been working a lot more on now getting the encounters balanced, the fields, you know, still work in progress on the spawn rates and stuff like that. And then after that, it's going to be putting in the progression systems, getting the economy feeling right, getting rep grind feeling right, getting loot drops feeling right. And then beyond that, you know, it's adding more content, it's adding new systems to go to, more stuff to do, more weapons, more ships. I don't think we're going to get anyone to fight this frigate after all this work. I'm crying. Seems like the spawns are a bit too random here right now. They're, you can get like nothing for too long, then suddenly you can get like a bunch at once. Firefly says, so with a limited number of systems, they all need to be pretty fancy. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we want to like... I think one day, if there was enough players for it, I'd love to have the Freelancer approach of like... Vanilla Freelancer approach of like 30 systems or more. I think that's great, having like a big MMO like wide server. But in general... I'm gonna fly back to Denver. Saying that for you, I have an idea? Okay. But, what was I saying? Yeah, in general, we only want to have as many systems as we need. Because we want to keep the player base focused together. So if we have, like, you know, a lot of players regularly, if we have, like, you know, 10, 20 players, then hey, we can probably have, like, you know, all of the Liberty systems. And still not, you know, have to worry too much about the players being too spread out. But if we only have, like, 2 or 3 players, like, peaking on our server, well, we probably want to just keep things to Colorado so that the servers aren't dead. The more people we have, the more space we can have, but until then, you know, we don't need more systems. It's probably better for us to just keep it smaller so that you see more people. Because there's no point having a multiplayer mod if there's no other players to play with. Though, on the other way around as well, it definitely is designed that this mod is fun on your own, and that even if no one else plays the mod, you can have a good time just logging on by yourself. You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to play the mod even if no one else does. I think we might go and take a swing at Alamosa or Ore. Or I might like hop out and buff the Xenos spawns a bit, because I think they're a little bit, like, low. Oh, you got Tally? Bring it over to Pueblo, Banzer. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, like, jump out midstream here and, like, after whatever we're doing with Banzer, like, bringing some enemies back to shoot at this frigate. I'm probably gonna jump out real quick, take, like, 5 minutes, and buff the spawn rates back up. Because we'll do a mission. We don't really fuck with the missions that much, honestly. We haven't balanced them, so it'd be some crazy, like, podge of enemies that I couldn't say is balanced or not. We don't use the missions as our main way of content in this. Like, we don't do, like, vanilla where it's, like, the main way you find enemies is doing missions and that's the main way you make money. We do, like, bounty vouchers on the enemies. So you don't have to do missions to make money or progress. You just fly into a zone, kill enemies, get loot off of them, get bounty vouchers you can sell for money. Hey, Milo. And then missions are something we haven't balanced yet, but we want to. We want to balance them with something that's more like group content, I think, where, like, you can choose to do them, but expect, like, a lot of enemies. Oh, here we go. Milo's, like, spawning some enemies for me. It's not even that big a deal, I just love watching the frigate kill things, that's all. I love watching all its fucking guns go off. Oh man, Milo even spawned like one of those frigates.
Target destroyed. Mission commission signing off. Area is clean. Repeat.
Alright, but I'm probably gonna do those spawn rates now so we can... I'm gonna let everyone know. Because, yeah, like, we want to have, like, a lot of different ways you can do things. Like, we don't want to just be like, there's just one thing. Like, you just fly out and hunt bounties, you just do missions, you just trade. We want to be able to, you know, in the true spirit of Freelancer, do what you want to do to enjoy the game. But let me hop off real quick and just do some, like, live tweaking. Because I think it's good that I lowered the spawn rates, but now they're too low. So I'm probably just going to put them back to what they were before. And just, we'll have a big co-op group, so we'll deal with it. There'll be too many, but that's fine. Better to have too many and die than to have too little and have nothing to show on stream. And I can fine-tune them again later. So 1 sec, let me do that right now. So you can actually, I've got it all set up, you can see it on the stream. So you'll just be able to see as I do this real quick. So we're going to go to, I was literally just doing this, our Silverton Field, which is the one we were just flying around and couldn't get enough spawns in. And here's where I just basically like tuned all these down a bit too much. So we're going to put it back to 420, which is a way lower repop time. And we're going to do the same in the other ones as well, which is Alamosa. 420 as well, and I expect if this is anything like it was before, we're going to get swarmed, but that's fine. Like I said, I got a lot of friends to help me today. And we shouldn't run into the problem of too little this way, hopefully. Let's put that all back up to 1, 2 for now. Let's just get overwhelmed, you know? Let's have too much to do rather than too little. Ba-bum. And Copperton. No, Silverton. Isn't this if everyone's dying? No, it isn't. That's how we do it. So let's supercharge these spawns up. Alright, so I'm going to take the server down. I hope everyone is ready. As I push this. Is there a publicly available download for Freelancer? There is, yes. And if you join the Freelancer Galactic Community Discord, which you can get a link to if you type in exclamation mark Regulancer in my chat, very likely someone's going to be able to help you out there. I'll type it in myself. If you join this Discord, oh, Jeff's got it, thank you, there and ask there, the community's friendly, they'll be able to help you out. Okay, so I'm just going to ping the Discord as I do this. Changes pulled. Yep, now let me actually like take the server down. Don't rejoin just yet. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, server's going back up now. And we're going to rejoin. And maybe we can just make a big clump of us. So that's I'm going to my loading games. But hopefully we can get some real fights going like we had yesterday where it was just like spam loads. I think we want to go hit those elite fields now. I might jump into voice with Milo as well. Did he push to get? Yeah, I should have. Yep. Boosted spawns back for demo should be pushed. Yep, yep. Back on my Falcon? Yeah, let's do a bit more falconing.
Photon 9-19. This is Pueblo. You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
What's up, Milo?
You are now cleared to dock.
I'm gonna jump into voice of Milo. Badge is in here too.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Let me just adjust my volume slightly, and okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like really antisocial and make us a private voice just for the moment, so that it's just us talking. Not because I hate my other playtesters, but just because I want to be able to talk about stuff still. And I know
That's
it's gonna
fair,
get,
yeah.
Eagle hates us, wow.
I know it's gonna get hectic with all like 6 people in here, so hang on.
We could also set it so people can listen rather than talk.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea.
Just for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. I'm gonna set it up exactly like that. Great idea. Just gonna gag all the other people.
Nice.
Hey, yo.
Yo. Okay, I'll add invited playtesters to this. But you are not gonna be able to speak, only listen. Okay, so you can still talk, right, Milo?
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yes, but I don't think they can, so it should be working as intended.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay, what's up? You wanna go into Silverton, see how the spawns are going?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get hugely overwhelmed by a million Xenos.
Yeah, well I was, as I've been saying in the stream, I was tuning down the spawns this morning, but it's like too much, and I wasn't be able to see anything to demonstrate on, so I've just put it back to what it was before, which is gonna be crazy again.
I mean, I think your relief time probably needs tweaking, right? Because I loaded into Silverton earlier, and there were like 10 Xenos just like chilling.
So relief time, as I tested it, only seems to be in between complete area clear. It has nothing to do with spawning more while you're in a fight.
Okay, interesting.
That's why I've lowered it so much, because I used to think it did that, but no, it just seems to be if there's no enemies, it's added to repop time as an additional buffer between contacts. But it does nothing if they're all here. I've actually, this morning, discovered how I'm going to fix the spawns a bit more, is, you know, allow simultaneous creation. Hello?
Hey, hello.
Yeah, was I talking there? Do you know the parameter allow simultaneous creation?
Yep.
So it turns out that only applies to the individual permutation, not the entire encounter file. So basically to get a better... Yeah. To get a better hold on things, I'm gonna have to, like, use less permutations and use just, like, a lot of separate encounter files, which is gonna be clunky, but it's probably a better way to stop the spawns stacking up so much like they do right now.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so I'll have to do that later. Because, yeah, I tested it this morning, and it 90% seems that way. Oh, there's the frigate again. I also added, I started adding some stuff to the little cute asteroid miners you put in. They're like little Navy, relief points you can kind of run to. Contact front.
Nice.
There's a lot. I'm gonna go on the Hawk.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's focus down the Hawk first. Get rid of it.
I think most of them are on me, so I'm gonna be pretty evasive. Lasered the Hawk. Oh, I'm fucked! I'm immediately fucked.
I'm just gonna try and get rid of the Hawk for you. I'm an Eagle, so...
I'm so fucked! Oh, I just let him fucking missile me so bad. I'm hitting cruise just to get a bit of distance.
Yeah, bail if you can.
Yeah, that's like the big spawn. That's the big 4 at once with the very heavy fighter. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that on. We need backup.
Oh, they really don't like you today.
I need backup. I'm gonna get the others here. If we get the others here, we can handle them. Right now, I'm running away from all my fights. I keep getting ruined. I'm out of countermeasures. That doesn't help. Are you doing kind of okay? Yeah, you're okay.
I was. Now they're all on me, and I can't
Okay.
dodge because I'm an Eagle.
I'm gonna try to help.
Lining up hostile.
If you live like a little longer, I'll be able to get one off you.
I nearly got the Hawk.
Yeah, they're retreating. I just had him retreat.
Taking a shot.
Okay, I'm on fire. My shield's up. I'm gonna bail and
Bail
let's
if you can.
head to Denver and pick up the others.
I'm still in the fight. We're still going.
I'm literally on fire, but all right.
Okay,
I'll
you
come back.
you run.
No.
handle
Death
it.
before dishonor.
No. We can. Well, no, you can't get aggroed on because you'll die. Woo! I can't get aggroed on. Holy fuck. Firefly says so the key to this game is to have a tank to aggro and everyone else attacks. Yeah, that's one of the things that the AI was talking about before, where like they don't know how to aggro switch around. it does make it like if you're the one who everyone's on, you should just fucking dodge. I'd like to make that more nuanced in the future of a plugin, but you know, it'll require some... Oh god, I'm fucked! It'll require some work. I need to run again. Right now, with how vanilla works, we can't really tweak that. There's no, like, aggro system in vanilla to tweak that. So they're a bit simple in how you can, like, yeah, just distract them with a single tank. Jeff, can you help me? Get him off me. I need to run again. I need to... The only way to, like, get rid of aggro right now is to, like, just fly far enough away, I think.
Every time I see that yellow lag symbol, I'm convinced the server's crashed again, but I think we're alright.
Go on. Oh, that was an ace. What the fuck? That was an elite? No wonder we were getting ruined.
Yeah.
I didn't think there's meant to be elites here. I think my encounters are fucked up.
Have a look at that.
Yeah. I noticed, before I thought I'd fucked up my spawns, I'm gonna repair. I thought I'd fucked up my spawns in, Cheyenne 2 in the rookie zone, but it was just Jeff had taken a mission and had spawned, like, a bunch of eagles and shit above me. Oh god, please don't
no.
me, Jeff.
No, I don't have the repair mine, that's not the repair mine. That was close.
And it's inbound? Fuck. Can you guys, like, get back from me, because you're making my repair mines go towards you. Thank you, thank you. I need to repair. Banter's bringing enemies. Okay, we just gotta engage.
I think our toughness might be high enough that we're scaring them off.
No, they're coming in.
Okay.
They're on us. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've all got lasers. Let's fuck them up. Your new vent effect for the laser is so cool, Milo.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
It's great.
It took ages to get the timings right, actually. More than I'd like to admit.
Does that mean that, like, when I change the refire rate of these lasers, it's all ruined forever?
Yes, but I have a trick to get the timing right now. It's key to the sound, so...
Okay, I'm gonna do some more repairs.
Can you hit 2 people with the repair mine if I get up close?
I think Jeff missiled the... Oh, hi, bitch. You kind of can, but it also kind of just, like, steals them sometimes. You have to, like, really be close. I think Jeff just aggroed the Navy.
Sounds like a Jeff problem.
Drop your shield. Yeah, I can't help him with the Navy being mad at him. Okay, I'm out of mines and we got contact. Dodge, 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 dodge. They're back. Yeah, it's a bit awkward to try and share mines. I just use my own these days. Which I thought about fixing, but I was like, no, like, you're not really meant to share them, so fuck it. It's like a tech you can try to pull off.
The mines are like the poor man's on, isn't it? The repair gun, which is,
yes.
I think, going to be mounted on freighters, is going to be the kind of dedicated option.
Yeah, the...
Oh boy.
What's up? Oh, lots?
Yeah.
Oh, we have no
like loads.
Teammates. I kind of think we might want to bail a bit. We need
Let's,
to get through...
let's see if we can...
Oh god.
Oh dear, nope.
Nope, 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 too many. I'm bailing. I'm bailing to the relief point. You're on your own, Banzer. Pop your flares and get out of there. But yeah, the repair gun's meant to be like the better version, and the repair mine's meant to be like a very poor man's first aid, that's right. I'm gonna fly to the asteroid miners and hope I can get some backup here. I think in general I just need to go back and repair and rearm though. I've got no repair mines left.
I am gonna go and see if I can find a destroy mission, like a one where we destroy bases.
If you want. I thought we could go to Alamosa next when you want a bigger challenge.
Oh yeah, the Independences are set up there, right?
Yeah, I think definitely because we haven't really balanced the missions. Let's probably not focus on the missions because it's just going to be a random assortment of shit that maybe is fun, maybe isn't.
Fair enough.
Maybe let's just stick to the fields. Which can also be a fucking huge difficulty spike when too much spawns at once, but I think as in general it's probably a bit better balanced. Firefly says maybe having a hook function only works if there have been no enemy contacts within sensor range for like 5 to 10 seconds, and it just applies healing for a few seconds. Yeah, I mean, with hooks, we've basically just been working at what we can without, because we don't make our own hooks really. But I mean, with hooks, yes, many things are possible. We'd love to.
Jeff, I would say the missions might feel balanced, but like they're only balanced by coincidence right now. We haven't touched the mechanics or the difficulty for them at all.
Yeah, we haven't touched them at all, but it's good to hear they're like vaguely balanced by accident. Hey, look, the asteroid miner turrets are working, Milo.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I couldn't get that working the other day. They just were not aggroing the Xenos for some reason.
What guns do they have? I'll have to give them like actual good guns, but I think they just got the shitty vanilla ones right now.
It's the shitty vanilla ones right now.
Yeah, I'll have to... Where's their loadout defined? I'll have to give them proper solar guns, that's awesome.
It's in Solar's loadout, and it's at the bottom right now. We need to do a pass on solar guns in general, I think.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of them right now are like, hey, this looks cool, let's slap it on. And we haven't really kind of thought about the numbers too much.
Yeah, that'll be one of the next things for me. But pretty cool. These are working as intended now. I just, like, you added these for me, which are awesome, and then I just added encounters with them really quickly this morning. And so you can kind of use these as, like, run-to-relief points in Silverton. But I'm gonna go fly and heal.
We've got another transmission coming in from the
Thank you, Dead Darkstar.
Oh, that's really neat. I just noticed on the map there's a little, like, green, explicitly green sphere around the asteroid miners.
Oh, if you go
That's
into,
pretty
like...
nice. You go into the political map, yeah, it shows up. That's really,
cool.
really handy.
Yeah, that is handy. Thank you, Sarge. Very kind of you. Thank you very much for doing a Regulancer for us. By the way,
Make sure you dock with Denver on your way by if you're going to hit Alamosa, just because dying will set you a long way away if you're going to sit in Pueblo.
Oh, I thought we'd do a bit more Silverton just because, like, we just fucking died. We're still having trouble here. Alamos is like a step up.
I'll head on back. I kind of want to fight the Independences though. They're a lot of fun.
Okay, well, why don't we get a group of all 5 of us and go give it a go then? Let's invite Nero as well.
Sure.
We'll need everyone on the server, I think, because it's going to get pretty hairy with the spawns the way they are, but we can give it a go. I might do a very heavy fighter and go frigate hunting then. Because we're going to need something to kill those frigates.
Yeah, I'm going to switch to a heavy fighter, I think, just because I keep getting caught in turns and dying.
Unfortunately, yeah, we'll switch classes. Unfortunately, Sarge is having trouble getting on the server. I think they're having trouble playing Git, which is a shame.
I definitely added them.
You are now cleared to dock.
Well, I'll have a look at the logs and what they're saying. It's probably when it kicks you for cheating, it's usually a conflict between what you've got on your system and what the server has.
Is it being on the wrong branch? Is it having to select the specific branch?
Oh, actually, okay, yeah, Sarge, you could be on the wrong branch. That could be it.
Yeah, what's it meant to look like on Git? What's the branch meant to be called?
Repair complete.
So you're meant to be on Liberty Dev Alpha right now, not main. I'll try that one more time. If
Yeah, make sure you're on the branch Liberty Dev Alpha, and that might be your problem.
yeah, I think we're going to switch it to the main branch at some point, just because, well, it's yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna bring the Eagle with the Rack 10 for killing the frigates.
Loaded into
All right,
cargo hold.
just gear up, and I will be right there.
I got the dual SRMs. I got the Magma Hammers and the Justices. I should be good to go. So, that was the heavy fight, which I was honestly getting pretty schwacked out there. Seems like a little bit too hard at the moment. Send me an invite when I'm on my new character.
Yep, just gearing, hold on. I would switch characters, but I've got like the full FL hook permissions on this on this character, and I want to use them later, so...
Yeah, all good. So the way that the very heavy fighters work, like I was saying before, is they have a lot more firepower, a lot more survivability, but they're very sluggish. Their turn rate is much, well, a good deal slower.
are we gonna, if everyone kind of meets at Denver, maybe? If everyone heads to Denver?
Let's all meet up at Denver. But yeah, these very heavy fighters, they turn slower, less agile, a bit more sluggish, tiny bit less speed, like 10 less speed per second, but a lot more survivability, better shields, and more firepower to match. And much better energy as well, much better power plants, which is important. Like, they can use the L lasers a lot more often. Firefly says, so where are your 0-point weapons? So the 0-point weapons right now, you can see them right here. They're these stationary guns on the front right of the cockpit of the fighters. And they just sit there, and they don't need to move or do anything to do their job of adding lead to your weapon groups. Yeah, they have names now. Yeah, Milo's been doing all the IDs, getting all the IDs in place. Firefly was here when I was first making these things the other day. Sarge said I was downloading from Maine. Cool, okay, if you download the right branch, you might be able to come join us too. We need all the help we can get. I'm excited, there's gonna be like a wing of 7 of us. It's gonna be crazy.
We might actually not get stomped.
Yeah, maybe. I'm feeling good that after this stream and like later on, with the new method I just learned like 2 hours ago about how to do the permutations, I'm gonna be able to stop the spawns from ramping up as hard as they do. Because that's why Cheyenne's pretty balanced, is there's not many permutations, so when something spawns, that's it. And that lets you do cool things where you can be like, okay, you know, these guys spawn and then there's like only one type of enemy that can really keep coming in and ramping up, and they have a very low chance to spawn. The problem is Silverton is, I get it now, it just keeps spawning the 35% one all the fucking time. So I think I know how to fix that really well now. Firefly says they need you to tank for them. Yeah, kinda. The thing about the VHFs, at least in my experience, is I find I'm always too slow to like reliably dodge if a lot of enemies get on me. But it's kind of like a critical mass, because your shield regen's faster. You can tank like 1 or 2 enemies pretty decently in a VHF, as long as you're dodging them a bit. But you gotta fly completely differently. You can't fly very heavies like heavies, and you can't fly lights like heavies. They all need their own approach to be useful. Very heavies, you really want to like engine kill a lot more, because you're not winning the turn fights anyway. So you fight a lot more like Villanilla Freelancer, where like, you're just engine killing, taking the hits, because you're going to take them anyway, and then just jousting the people behind you and going fuck off. And it generally works out decently if you don't get too overwhelmed, but VHFs definitely can be overwhelmed by superior numbers, and they benefit from having a team a lot.
Hey, Sarge joined and didn't get kicked. Good to see.
Ow. Don't do that. Firefly says you could have a shield chip with mostly missiles to tank with. Yeah. And that's something we are like about to get into with balancing. I'm really excited to do is the next step of having freighters be a part of the combat. We don't want to do like big player-driven frigates and battleships yet, because I want to do them eventually, but not until they're necessary. Otherwise, they just bloat. So what we're doing instead, though, is we will have freighters in the game already for trading like normal. But I also want to give them like a combat role where they can kind of be that big brick in the middle of your squad. So they're kind of like, you know, makeshift, janky capitals in that sense, but way less on the scale of like size, firepower, and tankiness. Gunboats, exactly, Firefly. Basically balancing freighters to be like janky, off-brand gunboats. And I'm really excited to do that. We're actually about to go fight some enemy gunboats, which have these long-range missiles that are really scary to fight, because they curl around you really good. And they have these defense turrets that'll shred you if you get too close. Nero says how to accept the invitation. So when I invite you, Nero, up the top, look at the stream, you'll see this attention required thing light up. You're going to click that, and then it'll be like accept, and you'll click accept. So I'm going to invite you again.
Hey, Sarge made it.
Yeah, let's get together. Where are you, Jeff? By the way, Jeff, don't take any missions when we're in a group with you, because a mission is taken for the whole group at once. So don't take missions when you're in a group with us, because it'll probably mess things up. Alright, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, wow.
5. This is all of us, right?
I think so. I'm gonna
all 6.
let's form up on Beagle. Yeah, lead the way.
Oh, I think Sarge needs
ammo. Okay, we'll wait a minute.
Yeah, come form up on me when you're ready to go. We're gonna go fly to Alamosa and do our best. Alamosa has the elites, which you gotta watch out for, who have very accurate guns and faster regenerating shields.
Did you do anything with Copperton yet? Or is that just still
Copperton is
lots,
a copy of Alamosa, so they're both really hard. The difference is Copperton has the defenses, so it's even harder.
I kind of want to see if we can take down the defenses. I think that would be a really neat thing to try.
Let's
Yeah,
start
let's do
with
Alamosa
Alamosa.
first. But
Yeah, let's start with Alamosa, and then we'll go to Copperton if we can beat Alamosa.
see how hard we get dunked. I'm pretty pleased with how the server's been holding up so far, actually. I haven't had too much rubber banding.
Yeah, I only get the rubber banding when there's like more than 10 NPCs.
Well, I mean, when I spawned the NPCs on the frigate, I had one instance of rubber banding in that fight, but on the whole, it felt pretty good. I think everyone's here.
Yeah, I find that's the way. Alright, let's go. I find that's the way, yeah, like I'll get like a bit of rubber banding at the start, and then like it settles down. Alright, so we have no light fighters, right? I'm the Eagle, Sarge got a very heavy fighter as well.
Yeah, so VHS, your role is basically if you see something that's marked Independence or M2 Independence, that is your target, because if they get to stick around, we're going to have a bad time.
Sarge has machine guns on the front, Sarge has picked an interesting loadout. We gotta like tutorialize how to do good loadouts more. Sarge has like 400-meter machine guns on the front for close defense weapons, or close attack weapons. Got the rack though for the freighters, which should kill. Oh, Jeff's in a Guardian. I haven't really balanced that much yet, but hopefully it'll be like kind of like an Eagle.
I like the Guardian, but it feels even fatter than the Eagle. I need to adjust the camera as well, because I think the top fin gets in the way a bit.
We have a lot of like
How are you finding it, Jeff?
2 heavy fighters. Okay, so you 2 heavy fighters, Banzer and Milo, try to cover us if you can. Let's see if we can find a spawn to fight. Is this game multiplayer, says Veggie? Yeah! That's 5 other players with me right here, right now. Tally right! Just 3. I'll go on the Eagle. Watch out for the elites. Yeah, everyone who's pink is another player, that's right. So you can see right away that like I'm way more sluggish, chat. And I'm very heavy. But I have dual missile launchers. And I have a chain gun. The Eagle's trying to run. Fuck, the Eagle is running. I lost him.
You got cruise disruptors, man.
I forgot to use it. I'm still getting used to the fact they can even run. I think we got new contacts. New contacts just spawned. Coming in, a bunch of heavy fighters. Remember guys, if you're in trouble, just face roll your keyboard, just spam gibberish and we'll know you need help. This is the way. Still countermeasured.
Sorry, I just spammed my keyboard at Nero. You meant to put elites in this field, right, Bill?
Whoa, big spawn, here we go. Enemy LRM frigate. Yep. Oh yeah, it's not really balanced with that yet, Jeff, yeah. You're better off sticking to the civvy ones for now. Okay, I'm gonna go in on the enemy frigate. Freighter, I mean. I've got one on my tail if any heavy fighters can help. Someone's got lots of enemies on them. Nero's down.
I think it's got the LRMs in the air. Yes, it has.
Yeah, missiles are in the air. Oh, fuck. Yeah, watch out for those LRMs. They'll come back around on you guys, so watch out. Oh, I took a big hit. I need someone to help get this fighter off my tail if anyone's not busy. I think everyone's busy.
Just fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to find you. I don't have anything on me right now. Oh, you're way up the main fight. I'm coming in to get that fighter off.
I'm gonna try to cruise out.
No, I got too much on me as well. Oh god.
Yeah, we're done. Retreat. Back to Denver. New plan. This is what I mean, man. We don't need to go to Copperton yet. We gotta graduate from Alamosa first. I might go to a light fighter, I think. And because I think we have too many heavies, and we don't have enough, like, killing enemy fighters. I'm bailing out. Oh, the others are still fighting. Fuck. I want to help them get out. Try to cruise out and pop your flares if you guys can. Oh, someone got the freighter. Nice job. I just seen it blowing up.
Nice. Something to, for those of you who aren't, like, you know, familiar with the B-mod balance, what you probably want to do is set weapon groups.
Yes.
So you have your Winchesters and stuff on weapon group 1, and then you have whatever your hull killing thing is on group 2, usually like an AC or a laser, like your auxiliary weapon.
Jeff, bail out of there. You're the last one left. Jeff, get out of there. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
I'm moving into support.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to
Support
Denver,
the
and
retreat.
I'm gonna swap to a light fighter. Jeff is crazy. Jeff's taken on like 7 on their own. I'm like super ditching Jeff. Yeah, so yeah, if you're new to the mod and you're listening to the voice channel right now, yeah, like, a good loadout is like, oh, Cyclones here, awesome. A bunch of blasters, just as many blasters as you can take, and then get like a good autocannon and have a missile. And you want to switch to your autocannon when their shields are down and use your blasters when their shields are up. Also, you don't want to go straight to a very heavy fighter unless you know what unless you really want to be slow. The heavy fighter is the standard. If you're new to the mod and you're in the voice channel, it's the good way to start. But I'm gonna go to light fighter because I think what we really lack is the ability to like get people off each other's tails. And I think maybe a light fighter with lasers or machine guns will be good at that. As much as I wanted to like be the one to take out the big ships, I think I'm gonna do the less glorious job. That's alright.
Barge, can you extract, or are you...
We're gonna get a new loadout, we're gonna get another player, we're gonna handle this. Even with the spawns being like way too much right now.
Roger that. Your request to land is granted. Proceed to land.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna go to the light fighter, which I think the machine guns might be better, but I'm just gonna use the lasers because they're cool. Send me another invite when you get a chance, Tyler.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow, I just took like 2 missiles at once.
Yeah, you probably got eagled. Let's regroup. Regroup at Denver.
Yeah, let's regroup at Denver.
We gotta get back together. There's so many of them. Let's go for Justices.
Yeah, do we maybe want to like unmute people to try and coordinate a bit more? Would that be worth doing, or?
Maybe, yeah.
20-15.
Maybe we'll just go into like the big one where we can all talk.
Cleared. Good find.
As long as it's not too loud.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Did everyone fly away or dock? I just like tabbed out and now there's no one in space.
I'm at Denver.
Yeah, same.
Alright.
Weapon groups.
This, I might just die even quicker like this, in which case I'll go back to the Falcon, but the idea here is I'm going to be in the light and try to help people who need help and get enemies off your tail by reacting really quickly with the lasers.
Oh, that's awesome! I can see the little like venting on your
Yeah.
on your ship from mine. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it looks so cool on the cheek guns when you use the small slots on the cheeks. You like shoot them off and then you like breathe fire out your mouth.
Navy, Lambda 6 degree 13-14. I'm scanning your cargo bay for contraband. You've got nothing here I'm looking for.
Alright, where are all our little lost babies? We got 4, we got 5, we're missing a Jeff.
Cleared. Good luck out there. Received your transmission. Navy Lambda 6. Where are you heading?
We're on a patrol mission from the New York.
Jeff's not still out there, are they?
Surely not.
I think Jeff died, right?
Usually, no, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any. You can see other group members on the map usually, or some of them.
SRM launcher and RAC 10s are they triggered by the same button? Are both missiles?
The RAC 10 is a
10
cannon.
is like a. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with like swapping weapon groups and stuff, it can all be a bit confusing. I just realized we need to like get a bit of a tutorial going for that. That tutorial mission we do one day might be great. It's a good idea of yours.
Yeah, I want to do something with single player basically. I might see if I can do something very simple where it just gives you little text box prompts. You undock, you kill some NPCs, and then it just lets you free roam.
Yeah, even if it's just like text prompts and we just say like play single player first, it'll be good to have that like academy of like, hey, you need to separate your weapon groups and stuff and use 0 pointers and stuff.
Yeah, that's the next question. When you need is 0-point weapons in the weapon group?
So the way the 0 points work is when you put them into your weapons group, it'll add more lead to your crosshair. It'll like make the crosshair go forwards, and we find that's useful in multiplayer, otherwise your shots lag behind. So I just usually use both the ZP1600 and ZP1000 in the same group as my primary guns, and it makes me hit way more often.
Ah, I see, okay.
Yeah, I'm just using the 1600 right now, and I get pretty good results.
Yeah, they're just fake guns to push your lead forward, because they're slower. Alright, let's go. Let's try again.
Let's do it.
Okay, so my only job this time is I'm just gonna try and help people who need help. So everybody form up on someone else, and I'll lag behind you. I won't be the leader. Jeff's still a very heavy, so I'm gonna like play off of Jeff and try to cover Jeff. You go ahead, Jeff. You take us to Alamosa. Let's all follow
I think
Jeff.
Bands is in an eagle as well, so we've got a couple of eagles, number of falcons.
Let's yeah, let's follow up on Jeff then. Jeff, lead us into Alamosa, Jeff. You take us in. Jeff, go! Alright, I don't know what Jeff's doing. I'm gonna fly there, fuck it. Just follow me. Oh, you needed to check the map? Sorry. I forget not everyone's as familiar with the system as I am.
Yeah, no, that's part of the reason you have testers, right? Is you get into
Wrong way, Jeff.
what's the word?
Wrong way.
Oh.
Are you the leader, Milo? Can you set us a waypoint?
I don't know.
I think any of us can actually. This way, Jeff, over at the waypoint.
Can you guys see that, or?
Can you see mine? I set northwestern Alamosa.
No, I think waypoints are personal.
Waypoints are only for yourself.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, follow me anyway. Jeff, come north.
Just school bump. Formation.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Jeff because Jeff went south and now Jeff's lost us. Forget all my clever ideas about, like, strategy. Just everybody form on me because I know where I'm going. Yeah, it'll do that, Jeff. It'll go like a route of them. You've got to like clear your waypoints and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, unless you do set best path, it won't replace it.
Yeah. Hope Cyclone's having an alright time. Are you, Cyclone, are you in stream?
Oh wow, I
You
can
having a hard time
ping.
getting in?
I can do /ping and see the ping of other players. That's really interesting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, heading in front of me. I'm gonna wait behind. Just go into that field together. Stick together. And I'm gonna get on anything that goes on your tail.
Oh shit, the frigate's here.
The Navy frigate.
Yeah, it's at the edge of the field.
Cool.
It's just left my scan,
thanks,
so...
man.
Oh, first.
Falcon. One Falcon.
Just a solo. We got more coming in from our right.
Focus this guy down first.
Do the mark thing if you want to focus target if you get a chance.
I've got a visual on hostile target. Lining him up.
And just yell if you guys get in trouble, I'll try to help. We're gonna kill them quick so they don't get too many reinforcements and overwhelm us. There's an eagle to kill.
For that.
Eagle's shields are down. Nice job.
There's another one.
I have some Falcons on my tail.
Trying to get one off your Banzer. Dodge, dodge.
In my sights. Taking a shot.
Any fail?
Yeah, clear out and get some distance if you're having trouble.
Another eagle down.
Good stuff. Yell if you
Or
need
with the
help.
marked Falcon to focus on.
Yeah, I got a Falcon half health. Barry Myers. Taking
Mark
a shield
it.
down. Shields are down on them. They're mocked. Oh god, so many of them are spawning. Got him, got him. Jeff's in trouble. Coming to help you, Jeff. We got him off you, Jeff. Just one laser. Fucking one laser. I gotta be really careful, chat, because I have very little shield, so if they get on me, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm a bit far away to hit my lasers, I think. One down.
Navy's coming in.
Oh, we got Navy? Interesting.
I should take the pressure off a bit.
I didn't know there was
Oh, it's the
Navy
frigate.
here. It's the frigate?
coming past control. Yeah, we're saved.
Oh, fucking sick. Where is it? I can't see it. I want to see it kill everything.
2.7k out.
Yeah, there it is. Fuck yeah! Oh, Nero's down.
Oh,
Just fly around the frigate if you need help. Fly back towards Denver. The frigate's back here, and it'll defend you.
we had another wave of Xenos step away.
Yeah, we need to turn these numbers down for like normal gameplay, but for right now it's fucking hectic.
2 more eagles.
I'm down.
No. They just keep coming. We can't win. I'm getting close.
But I've noticed when you mark, it overrides your closest target shortcut.
Oh, that's nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
Die, fucker! Not enough energy, couldn't finish him.
I've got a hard target. Turning up the heat. I have one in my sights. Taking the shot.
I think we might clear the field.
One
Yeah.
eagle down.
I think with the Navy we're actually gonna clear him. I think we did it! Holy shit!
We did it.
All it took was the Navy frigate!
With its hugely overpowered weapons loadout, yes.
Abilities are stronger than players.
Now, in fairness, I had nerfed the spawn rates 2 hours ago, but then nothing spawned, so I was like, oh shit, I gotta turn the spawn rates back up. So it's a balance. I'll get there one day.
Concentrate and be alert.
I mean, good job though. We lost Nero though. Rip for Nero. And the frigate's leaving too, which is our like ace in the hole here. Bye, frigate. I like that it's close enough to help though. That was really organic. I liked it just coming in and saving us. Alright, I mean, fuck. Kill some more, right?
Yeah, might be a little while between waves. I don't know what you set the repop to here.
Well, the repop is fast enough that we were getting multiple waves in there. It was just the relief time isn't too far, so it's really just whenever it rolls. I like the light fighter a lot. Like, as long as I don't get a lot aggroed on me, or even if I do, I'm super dodgy and I can switch targets whenever I want. Are you chain crashing, Cyclone? Are you on the right branch? Are you on
does feel super
Liberty
nimble, which
Alpha?
is
Fighter
pretty
is
cool.
very clumsy.
The very heavy you said, or the heavy?
They're very heavy.
Yeah, the very heavy is super clumsy in comparison for sure. You really gotta E-kill a lot more, and you can't really chase things as much. You kind of just gotta shoot the shit behind you, I find.
Ooh. I want to get hook logs for Desert Decline because it might be. That's interesting.
Let's patrol around the field. Yeah, Cyclone's chain crashing, unfortunately.
Did we post instructions on how to recover your? I need to do that actually, just for playtesters, so you can grab
Contact.
Tally left.
grab a copy of the logs.
With an Eagle, I feel a bit like an 8-man Warform.
Yeah, kind of meant to be a bit like that, yeah. One thing you might enjoy, what heavy weapon you're using the Rack 10, you might really enjoy trying the L laser. Next time you go to Denver, you might really like that weapon. And it'll help out, because it'll help out your sluggishness, because it's got a lot of range on it.
Okay, we'll try it out later.
Okay, let's keep patrolling over towards Copperton. Contact, here we go.
Contact, free.
Left. No elites, I don't think. Oh, maybe more of them coming. When you get on the one who's on Sarge.
Yeah, I've got some company.
Yeah, trying to get him. Lots here now. Ooh, I have a sniper. I think there's a freighter. I think there's an Independence.
3 Eagles.
No, there's no independence.
Oh
There's
my
just
God.
like a lot of them.
Oh, those little light fighters machine gunning me. Sarge down. Getting mobbed.
Got surrounded.
The Xenos have had enough.
You may find a heavy fighter lets you live a bit longer with being able to dodge.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
I'll try. I'm pretty swarmed too. We may just have to retreat.
I think that's too many to deal with, to be honest. But
Yeah, you want to call a retreat?
yeah, let's bail.
Okay, hit your cruisers and flare out. What might be
Denver.
maybe what might be good, just so we can get like some fights in that aren't too one-sided, is maybe I can quickly push a small update that just density caps the fights for now, so that like there's only like 6 at once. What do you think?
Yeah, we could try it. I feel like when it's maybe what's the cap right now?
Like 10.
Maybe make it 7, because I feel like when you're even numbers with the NPCs, it's kind of one-sided. When they're slightly ahead of you, it's probably about even.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
There's a cyclone. Are you pulling from the Dev Liberty Alpha branch or the main one? Because that might be the source of the crashes. If you're not,
Fail.
I pulled from the main and it crashes.
yeah. The difference with your surge is when you crashed, the server kicked you for cheating. It wasn't the crash, but okay.
So you, I don't know that I pulled now from the Alpha branch and it worked.
Yeah, the Alpha branch should work. Main isn't maintained right now. That's the one to check if you're getting lots of crashes.
I'll give it a re-download. I'm not sure which one I grabbed.
Okay. You should be able to open GitHub Desktop and just switch the branch.
I wasn't using desktop.
Yeah, I like the light fighter, but they're
way more maneuverable.
Oh yeah, for sure. The heavy fighter is kind of like the average starting point fighter of the mod. It's like the normal one.
I think when we get to doing new player experience, we're probably going to start people in the Falcon. I feel like.
Oh yeah, yeah. It might be smart to even like only have the Falcon for sale on the starter planet, just so people don't. They have to go looking for the others before they try to start in one of the wrong, weird choices. Not weird, you know what I mean? Different choices.
We'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to think about that one.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly cap the spawns and I'll put the server back up in a sec. Hang on.
Yeah, no, Jeff. Despite Beagle's hatred for it, I do want to find a niche use case for the Starfleet.
God, I hate the Starfleet. Silverton, Alamosa.
I have to say this gameplay is quite interesting. Never saw this kind to that you are more reliable on your thruster and your standard speed and using the momentum instead of constantly spamming engine kill in a fight. Brings fresh air to the game. I like it.
Hopefully you'll get a chance to like it more when we stop getting like swarmed quite as hard. I can't imagine. I feel bad. You're just getting like swarmed by too many enemies. So I'm just gonna cap the fuck out of them now. Maybe I can cap Alamosa as 6 for now and put Copperton as 8 if we want more of a challenge. Or do you think 7 for Alamosa, Milo, for right now?
Let's try 6, just so we don't get completely donked. And if it's too little, we can just upgrade to Copperton. It's fine.
Yep. All right. So it's gonna be 6.
Sadly, guys, I need to bark off now.
Okay, GG.
Thanks for the stream and have fun.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for Regulancer too, and hopefully we see you again.
GG.
I hope we see more of this mod.
Certainly, I think so. Thank you very much.
Everyone enjoy the stream and see you guys.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
All right, I've set 8. 8 should be the limit in Copperton, 6 in Alamosa.
Okay.
Haven't pushed yet, I will push in a sec.
Yeah, I wonder if we can update that only server side. I'll have to ask Glaz about that one.
That'd be cool if we could do it without doing a server restart, that'd be awesome.
So, like, NPC loadouts you can adjust without server restart. I think the contents of the encounter files you can adjust without server restart. I'm not sure about the actual zone properties though. Those might be.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Sorry, I say without a server restart, without like pushing an update. You still need to restart the server so it reads the data again. But
all right, so now when we spawn.
But like if we get into like a kind of a thing where we've got an actual live non-test server up and we're like, oh man, I want to adjust the guns on this thing, we can do that on the server. Restart the server and we don't have to push an update.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm spawning like 5 to 7 here, so I'm just going over the restriction by 1. But hopefully this will do it. Alright, I'm gonna push this.
Okay. I mean it's encounter permutations I think, so it's bound to go over a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's some variety in permutation.
Yeah, where's Silverton? Let's just cap Silverton at like 5 for now too. Okay. Okay, I just pushed.
Okay. Fetching now.
Bye bye, Surge. Thanks again. See you again. Thanks for the spotlight too.
I think what I might do going forward, probably before the next like stream like this, if we do another one, is move everything over to main just to avoid confusion.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just remoting into the server to switch it off now and restart it.
Okie doke.
I've also capped Silverton to like 5, so we can also go there if things get too high, like if players jump off. Okay, server is restarting. Fetch and pull and head back on. And I'll meet you back at Denver. We'll give this another crack.
Oh, something you can do, Beagle. I think if you there's a shortcut switch you can set, which basically it doesn't immediately connect you to the server, but it means it shows up in the LAN list, so you don't have to.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll check out what that is after the stream, but it'll save a bit of time if you're doing stuff like this.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. Oh, do Hawks not get cruise disruptors? I gotta fix that. That's not right.
Yeah, that seems like something an interceptor should have.
Yeah, that's an oversight. They should have those. I feel like I had them before, that's weird.
Hey, Cyclone is not crashing, though.
Yeah, dying is better than crashing.
Sakura 12-11. This is Planet Denver. Planetary docking cleared. Good flying.
Yeah, so this is a quirk of how Freelancer works. If you load into a field, it rather than like staggering the encounters in, it will spawn the maximum immediately.
Yes.
So don't log out in asteroid fields, basically.
You will submit to a cargo scan.
Let me
You're
do
all
a
clear.
fit check over
Nothing
on while I
unusual.
wait. Okay, Banzer's got the heavy fighter, the 4 star beams, and the L laser. It's a good loadout. Energy heavy, but a good loadout. I see you, Milo, in the Winchesters and heavy AC, the classic
This is
loadout.
Navy, Lambda 9, Freelancer, Omega 3-16. I'm scanning your cargo for contraband.
Very good, Jeff.
There's nothing here I want.
Go and get a real ship if you want to help us kill Xenos.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like I feel like the SRM launcher on the Starfleet looks like a little goofy hat.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't know where else we'd put it though.
We wouldn't because it's a terrible ship and I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. Don't actually bring that thing, Jeff. You're just gonna sandbag us. It's not. It has nothing. Unless you just want to spectate.
We have 4 more waypoints to go. This is Navy, Beta 6, Freelancer, Beta 4-3. I'm scanning your cargo for contraband. Okay, you're clean.
In fact, really, if it's quick, we should just get you people to start in the Falcon. There's no reason.
I think one heavy AC shot might actually kill the Starfleet.
Likely. I don't think I've even balanced it since 3 years ago. It's just not
Hang on,
right now to me.
It's got 5,000 hit points. How much damage does the AC do?
Not quite enough, but close. A shredder would do
Yeah,
it.
2 shots. Yeah.
Alright, there's 5 of us. Let's give it a go.
go get bullied by NPCs.
Yes.
This is Navy Alpha 8 to Navy Theta 8-10. I'm commencing a scan on your cargo bay for contraband. You're all clear.
We got 2 light fighters. We got Nero and a light with lava blades and machine guns. I might end up switching back to a heavy at some point. Where's Cyclone? Hang on, we just left Cyclone behind. Oh no, Cyclone's docking, never mind.
Yep.
Cyclone, come join us.
So I think on the Starfleet, as I'm seeing a teeny bit of chatter about it in the chat, I kind of like to balance it around maybe a non-combat role.
I would agree.
So like a sort of like mini freighter or just that line, or like exploration specific or something, or a scout.
Yeah, but I just fucking hate the model, which is why I'm super biased against it and don't make it like a combat ship. I just hate the model.
It is a bit goofy. It is a bit goofy. It's basically just a cockpit with a spoiler and that's it. Which
yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
But it's kind of iconic. We can't get rid of it, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, we can. I think originally I was gonna balance it back in the day, like to be like slightly worse in stats and everything else, tally right, but like it had more cargo space.
Focus down that eagle, I think.
I got 2 on me. I'm gonna just lure him.
I've got a visual on the enemy.
I'm gonna come help with the eagle.
And I'm ready.
Eagle's down.
Yep, marking another one.
Oh shit. I'm doing a bit of dodging, I got hit by a missile.
Another hawk.
Yeah, watch out for those hawks. If they're elites, they have lasers.
Oh really? You gave it?
Only
They are elites.
only small lasers, but there's one on me and it's fucking killing me. I need help. Please get this hawk off my butt. They only have the small lasers, but if they get within 300 meters, they will hurt you a bit. Got one. Woo! I think that's one of our lasers. I don't need to be scared. I'm gonna try to kill that Hulk of you guys.
It's nearly dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna slaser it. I got lasers too. Oh shit.
I'm in trouble. I think I might go down.
I'm trying to come help you, Milo.
Off me, I think.
Seems like it's off you. I don't see it on your tail. Good job on the hawk.
Okay, I got. Yeah, nailed it.
You did nail it. Another one down. Good job, good job. We're clearing them up, we're clearing them up.
It feels a little less overwhelming and a little more, challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, doable.
It's It's still really hectic, but yeah. I think what'll really keep it a bit too hectic is like they're gonna keep spawning forever, but other than that, this is definitely a better number. This one on your tail, Milo, I'm coming from.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my. Oh no.
You good?
I just had to burn like half my flares.
I see the one on your tail. Keep dodging. Working on him.
I'm gonna go down.
No! Oh, I couldn't quite get the shield down.
I'm gonna bail if I can get my shield back up, but. No.
Rip. I gotta dodge, I gotta go evasive. Anybody else in a lot of trouble?
The game doesn't
I'm coming
capture your mouse if you're playing in borderless.
I think there's a fix for that if you alt-tab enough or something. I don't know. I don't play in borderless.
There's a there should be a way to set it up with a shortcut switch that gets around that.
I'm on this one of you, Cyclone.
Okay.
Yvette Eldman. One more hit. Got him. Oh, Jeff's down. We may want to withdraw towards Denver. There's only, I think, a few of us left now. Start bailing towards Denver and get reinforcements.
Oh wow, that's unpleasant.
What is?
Just the number of Xenos that you guys are being chased by.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's like, it's rolling up to 7. I'm bailing out. I need to drop a bit of aggro.
Alright, I'm back in and fresh, so I'll try and keep them busy while you get some distance.
Yeah, another thing we can do is we can pull them out of the field and they'll stop reinforcing because they spawn in the field. So we can always like fight them out here now and clear them. And we shouldn't get many more until we're done with them. Hopefully Bandage is okay in there.
Oh, nice missile, whoever that was.
That eagle's too tough for me. I'm gonna leave that. You got one on your tail, Bandit. I'm gonna come get on him. Oh shit. Yeah, fuck this one up. This is an elite. Killing the elites first helps a shitload. They're really strong. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him!
They're pulling us back into the field.
I wish there was a hotkey for the mark target thing.
That'll come with FLHook 4.2, I think.
Oh, nice.
What mark target?
If you type /mark, like in chat, on your target will get a marker on it that's special.
You could probably macro it, actually.
Probably.
Cool.
Someone help me with this one on Banjo's tail, Bobby Carson.
I'm with you.
Shields down, hit with the missiles and the autocannons. Nice. Let's get elite Bobby Schoenberger on Cyclone's tail.
Shields are down.
Yeah. Missiles and cannons. Whoa, something hit me hard. Got him. Good job.
Threat neutralized.
Yeah, here's a good way to not get swarmed in reinforcements. Just pull them out of the fucking field.
I think I took too many Justices. I can't, like, fire for sustained time.
Justices are one of the more energy efficient ones, actually.
I've got 5 and I can't keep them firing.
Are you firing other guns with them? What are you in?
No, just 5 Justices on the light.
How the fuck did you get 5 Justices on the light? There's your problem. What the fuck?
That sounds like a bug, maybe an oversight on when you were doing the hard point speaks.
Cyclone, is that a new character or is that an old one?
This is a new character.
Yeah.
So remember before I was loaded into main? So I put 2 on those hard points.
Okay, yeah, you're bugged because you were on a branch that had different hard points. So you've got more guns than you're meant to have, is the thing.
Okay, that's why I can't fire.
Yeah, those 2 guns on your cheeks. Let's fly back. I gotta repair anyway, and we'll mix it up. Those 2 guns in your cheeks are meant to be small slots only, like either S lasers or machine guns. That's why.
Gotcha. I'm gonna swap those out.
I think until we've, seeing as I don't want to keep fucking with the spawn rates and balance them live today, I think this is like a good strategy of like, we get a big pack and just pull them out of the field, kill them, and then go back in and get more. And then we don't get swarmed in constant repop. How are you guys going, by the way? Like, you doing alright? Is anyone having fun? I know it's really intense in this field.
Clapping cheeks.
Just
I don't have default hotkeys for weapon groups. What are you using?
I think I put them in the playlisting instructions, but right now, just go to F1 controls, user interface.
No, but what are you using?
Oh, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we need to assign. That's something I want to do actually. I'm going to put an issue in for this, but like default hotkeys. So anyone loading in on day one can just be like, oh, okay, it's this hotkey.
Yeah, I agree.
You should look at Banzer's armor instructions for like sampling of what's good for new players to know.
Yeah, Banjo's armor instructions are great.
Loaded into cargo hold.
I might switch back to my heavy fighter.
I've had a great time with the Falcon, so...
Good. I really like the light though, like... I really like zipping around and like S-lasering guys off your guys' asses, it feels really good.
Light life is best.
Yeah, but I'm gonna bring a Falcon with an L laser instead.
How did you end up Pueblo, Beaks?
Oh, this is where I logged off. This is a new character.
Okay.
Character.
I can beam you to Denver if you undock if you want.
Oh yes, please. One sec.
You need to undock for me to do that though.
I'll just fly over. Actually, I'll just meet you guys there.
All right.
Loaded into cargo hold. Loaded into cargo hold.
I like flying the VHF too, but I think if you have too many in a group, you can't dodge and you will die. So I don't want to fly one if I don't want to have more than 2 of us in the group. So I'm going to fly a Falcon.
Beta 18-2. This is Pueblo.
We need to find some more independences though. We get some more freighter kills.
I kind of want to see if we can take down a weapon platform in Copperton.
Let's do a couple more fights in
anything-
here and then go to Copperton.
All right.
Does anything fit in the class 10 slots?
Only the
The
ZPs.
VPs, yeah, which are basically used for your target leading. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little bit jank right now. We want to make that a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, right now weapon classes are all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, because Freelancer's source code isn't available and certain things are hard coded, we need to dive into the assembly to adjust the actual names of the class hardpoints. That is something I want to do this week. But I need some help to do it, so hopefully next time we do this, it'll be a little clearer about what fits where.
Yeah, and I haven't really been bothering like putting them in the right order because I'm kind of planning on doing a refactor anyway of everything at some point soon, of like weight-based loadouts.
Oh shit, you can mark solars, that's really cool.
Oh, neat.
So I can be like, let's meet at this planet and mark it.
Speaking of, send me an invite.
Oh, yep.
Nero needs one too.
Yeah. Invite. Bagel. Rush.
I don't think it is
If
right
I
now,
could spell
legendary.
that.
But I think like with work, with plugins, like everything is possible. But I don't think we can do it by vanilla. I think we gotta work with what we have right now. Alright, I'll meet you guys out at the field when you're ready.
Okay. Tell you what, why don't we meet... Where are you coming into the...
I'm coming in from the south.
If we'll follow the old trade lane until we meet you. Folks, if you want to form up on me. If you sort of if you can't form up, head vaguely towards the grey planet.
We're busy ramming each other. Where are we going?
That's fair enough. So if you... Yeah, is there a... How do we do...
The
How do you
unknown
do
planet?
directions then? Yeah, move towards that. We'll try and find Beagle along the trade lane there. Because I think he's kind of in that area. Yeah, Gunnison.
Yeah, just go to Alamosa, I'll meet you there. Yeah, the easiest way to know directions is just hit F6. There, you have a map. It is very useful for knowing where you are.
I feel like this game needs a compass, to be honest. To go
Yeah.
north in space.
I wouldn't say no to like that for team callouts too, like a little rotating compass up the top. You know, like shooters have where it's swiveling with you.
Keep in mind, Beagle, that until you ID planets in this game, they don't show up on your map.
Yes, I know. I'm not the one who said go to Planet Gunnison.
Oh, gotcha.
I said good. I said the grey planet, to be fair. So
Yeah, Milo wanted you to use your eyes, Cyclone.
Well, I'm already flying towards it. You could have picked one with a trade lane that worked.
Yeah, give a complaint to DSE. Are we missing someone? We're missing Cyclone.
I'm out here with Jeff.
Where are you two?
We're like
I
right
had them on
behind you.
scan a
We'll
minute
get there.
ago. Oh, there we are. Oh, you guys have gone past us. Spiegel on our right. Up towards Gunnison, I think.
West, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, gang, if you use your maps, I think you can see us on the map too.
And there's
Yeah.
also grids you could use on the map.
Here, turn to us, Cyclone. Yeah, we can also just use the grid. We're in D3 right now. Hello! Alright, let's do it.
There's one.
There's one.
Contact.
Rip you.
Absolutely ruined that man's day.
That was a woman, Milo.
I didn't see the name.
I just heard the scream. Ah!
One is more fucked up. You decide.
I love it. In the middle of a dangerous asteroid field, and they're scanning you for contraband.
Well, it's important. What if you have cardamine? That's dangerous.
Yeah, I kind of want to patch it out in certain contexts, though. It feels like they do it too much, or I've put too many patrols in. I don't know.
Hey, if we ever do, this is how you make that mod that lets you take AI Wingman out if you repurpose it. That one that, I think Fox Unit did for Flak, where you repurpose
Oh,
the...
yeah.
Because it's like what they're doing right now, where if they never get the scan, you just keep following you, and it's how you, like, hack in AI Wingman, basically.
This is Navy Kappa 10 Sakura 12.
Which could be cool.
You don't mind if I scan you for a little contraband?
I'd like it if you could, like, if it was like a money sink, like you could spend money to hire freelancers to, like, NPCs to fly with you. Could be cool.
I would like to do that. But that's kind of very firmly in the eventually column. Oh.
Never solo. We got more coming in. I'm switching into the new target. We got a wing of 3 coming in.
Another wing of 3? We're at 6.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes the big lot. Cool if you need help. Tip for new players, careful missiling around friendly AI, because if you hit them with a missile or the blast, they'll go aggro on you. There's one on your tail, Milo, I'm coming from.
Yeah, thank you. Bugger, I'm gonna go down early.
No, hang in there! I've got one off your tail, run if you got her.
Heals up, I'm gonna try and get some distance.
Yeah, even if you just get some distance to reset aggro, that works. Got one down. We're looking good overall. Oh, and another wing just came in. I shouldn't have said that. Careful, guys. You might be about to get jumped on by a lot of enemies. Best fuck. You got a few on your tail, Banzer.
Yeah, I realized that. Shields down.
If anybody's free, come help Banzer.
Going cruise.
Yeah, missile! Got one off you. We all good? Anybody dying? That one's on Banzer.
I'm in danger if they aggro me, but otherwise I'm fine.
Okay, I'm still helping Banzer. Banzer's still in trouble.
I can't figure out the lead on the small lasers.
They're instant. What are you talking about?
Oh, there's no lead. That's why. Okay.
No, you just shoot the crosshair. Don't have your ZPs enabled. They're lasers. They'll throw your aim off. ZPs aren't for lasers.
I'm shooting them without a crosshair.
What? No, you can't do that. That doesn't work in this game.
I've been doing it with the Justices. It's working.
Okay, well, you're either like a god, or you're not doing as good as you think you are. You basically need to use the crosshair to hit anything, I find. Because it does 3D space. But, I mean, maybe you're built different.
Also,
just
ping.
adjust.
I mean, you're also missing
Yeah,
in
ping
hit
some
scan weapons, so... I don't know if you are actually built different.
Yeah, I'm hitting the Justices. That's what counts. I didn't realize the other ones were instant. I was trying to lead with them.
I'm coming back with, I got like 5 on my tail still.
Yeah, I've cleared a couple off you. I'm going in for more. How often are you hitting, Cyclone? Like, you're getting through shields?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And you're not shooting the crosshair at all? You're just like freeballing it?
Yeah.
Man, fuck, I need help. I got a light fighter on me. I got a light fighter laser in me.
Okay, it's in the lead, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Banzer. Banzer just fucking hand soloed it, just swooped in and blew it the fuck up. That was awesome.
This is the power that you get from playing the Holy Trinity Beagle. You gotta do it.
DLC.
It's what the people want.
This is going pretty good now. We're getting a rhythm.
I love those lasers so much.
I think they're a really good part of the balance, too. Like, I feel like they're not OP because of the energy, but they're really useful.
I think just hearing other people using them, and just seeing someone's shield just evaporate is, it's very satisfying.
Yeah, I really like being able to just, like, chunk a bunch of someone's shield. It's really useful when I'm trying to cover people, because someone will call for help, and then across the battlefield I can just go, okay, fuck you, and start half their shields down. Area clear, good job. Anyone need repairs?
Nice. Very much so.
Yeah.
Let's fly out of the field and do a repair mine pit stop. Unless anyone needs ammo.
Yeah, I haven't actually managed to get that working yet, so... Oh, I've got cutters, I don't have repair mines. That's embarrassing.
Oh,
I would have
repair
been...
you.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Nice job, Jeff. Nailing them. Yeah, follow me south, y'all. Let's do a repair pit stop out of the spawns. Ah,
Yeah, I get about like 5k out of the field maybe before you stop and repair.
Try to dodge him if you can, guys. Let's just try and go repair.
You just say Boji?
I feel like you just said Boji. Did you hear that?
I think it's like...
That,
yeah, so the call sign plugin, and I need to tweak it, has some Kusari call signs in by default.
I thought you were trying to say bogey. Maybe it was a Kusari line.
Just a really bougie alien.
This should be far enough, I think. Alright, so Milo, what you want to do, because you can bring your own, I'll drop mine for you. Oh, what the fuck? Spawns? No, that's just Cyclone bringing them. We might have to fight these. I think someone's bringing them with us.
Yep.
Or not.
They're fucking off. We're good.
They're bailing, yeah.
Jeff's, like, maybe in trouble. Just coming. Like I said, Milo, come to me. So you gotta bring your shields down, alright? You know how to do that with the cargo jettisoning, right?
Yes. Hold on.
Wait, Jeff's bringing... No, we gotta fight. Jeff's bringing the
yeah.
enemies. We gotta do this fight. Focus the elite down, Brennan Adler.
Oh, more. We've got a wave.
There's 5 or not. No, it's just a 5 that Jeff brought from the field. If we kill him, they should be all gone.
Centers again.
Good stuff on Adler. Adler's dead. Black Ops are up. New target.
Second eagle.
Get Fred Hastings on Mark. It's a subtle effect, but you guys will be able to see like a different icon. And if you hit R, I think it just goes straight to them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hit R to refresh for Mark target, Fred Hastings.
We got this other Eagle shields down.
Yeah, the other elite is marked.
Oh, good stuff. Let's get the Mark.
Shields are back up.
I didn't see the elite. Oh, I see him. Wasn't marked for me.
Shields down.
This is why we need... I'm going to balance the freighters. I'm going to be the command freighter next time and just mark targets and shoot missiles.
Yeah, having one person to do it is probably pretty handy if you're like designating one person to do it.
Yeah, legit, I want to do it. I want to be the raid leader frigate and have defense turrets and drop you guys ammo and shit.
Base AWACS.
Firefly says you need to be able to spawn a tiny drone that's hostile to you and has a repair gun. That's a good idea. Oh, welcome Nero. Nero's here.
That'd be doable. I can think of how you do that with hooks, actually.
That's a cool idea. I like that. That's a really smart idea. Nice job, everyone. Okay, Milo, come to me. I'll start repairing you while they're busy with that one.
Okie doke.
So, come to me, and just sit a little bit back from me. Just stay there, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the mine, you drop your shield, and then ram yourself into it every time, okay?
Okay, alright. I am cutting my shield now.
Okay, yeah, so
Oh,
you want to be far enough back that it doesn't auto-target you, and you'll fly forward into it and then reverse when you don't want to get it. So here we go.
Okay.
Everyone else stay away from us.
Wait! Go.
Yeah, it's there.
Down there.
Where have you gone? What are you doing?
Yeah, that works.
You're flying into someone else's. I'm up here.
Ah. Okay.
Everybody else just give us some space so we can try and coordinate this. So yeah, focus on me. Yeah, and then just stay far enough back that you can run in and out of it when your shield's down, so... Or you can just keep your shield down, just keep jettisoning stuff, and I'll just spam them.
I saw one of those in the fight. What is that?
The green things?
Yeah.
They're repair mines.
Ah.
They're limited ammo, and your shields have to be down, and you can't really use them in the middle of a fight. But you heal your hull up with them, basically. One more and Milo should be good. Anybody else need to repair? That's a good idea, Firefly, yeah.
I'm working on it right now.
Okay, if anybody else needs healing, you can have some of mine. One more for you, Milo, one more.
Oh, no, wait. That's fine, I'll be fine.
Okay, anybody else?
I'm good enough.
Banzer needs some, I'm gonna come help Banzer with them.
I think maybe we need to increase the area on those a bit, just make it a little easier to,
Well, no, that's what I was saying before, is like, you're not really meant to use each other's, so I think if you can do it, good for you, but I don't think I actually want to make it easier. They're meant to be used for yourself.
Yeah, I guess it's the repair gun that's for others.
Exactly, yeah. So I think it's fine, like, if you can use teamwork to do this, then it's like even cooler, good for you, but they're not intended for that, you know?
Field repairs.
Yeah, I deliberately want field repairs to be awkward. The only part that's unintentionally awkward is there's no way to just say, keep my shield off. That's the awkward part that I don't want.
That's a hook I will look into, because I feel like that should be a core part of an FL hook, client hook.
Yeah, that's the part that makes it really clunky, is having to jettison shit to get your shield down. But if you didn't have that, I think it'd be fine. Fly into that when you're ready for a Banzer, it's behind you. Once you get your shields down.
Double dip.
What I might do is give it a much longer lifetime, so it sits in space for much longer. So if you fumble the shield, getting your shield down, it's not such an issue.
Maybe.
I feel like
I feel like it's sort of a
wasting
problem.
them.
I feel like it's sort of a problem we don't have to though, because if you do it right, you really don't fuck it up once you're used to it. And the problem is then you open the door for weird exploits like, I'm gonna sit here and just spam 10 repair mines in a fight because I have no aggro. You're gonna drop your shields and fly through it and get healed to full. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough.
Not to be a dickhead, but you know what I mean? Like, just, I can see the problems with that. Are we all good to go back in?
I think so.
Let's go for another round.
Ow.
Now that the numbers
Jeff
aren't...
is still hurt.
Oh, do you need help, Jeff? Here, Jeff. Why don't you give yourself one mine? Or I'll do one for you if you haven't got any. Just give us some space, guys, because it magnetizes onto the nearest person, so if you're nearby, you'll fuck it up. Drop your shields, Jeff. Oh, I just stole yours. Didn't realize you were doing yours. Drop your shields, I'll give you one. There you go. Alright, we should be good. Let's do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Next time we do this, I will have the Rhino balanced, and then I'll just use the repair guns. It'll be a lot quicker. I'll literally... Because that's everything the Rhino can do is it has repair gun slots. So you guys will just be able to come pit stop in front of me and ask, you know, mommy for kisses, and the Rhino just heals all your boo-boos. And that technically you could do in a fight if you're really clever about it, because that'll be a lot quicker. But you still have to bring your shields down and sit still for the repair guns is the thing. More like a Formula 1 pit stop. Yeah, I mean, granted we're here intentionally in the really hard field, but I feel like this is kind of fun. The spawns are kind of not very well balanced, but I like the combat. Get on the elite. Marked.
Marked. You want to do marking Beagle so we don't have any conflicts?
Okay,
I like
yeah.
mark if you're...
Yeah, I'll mark, I guess. We got reinforcements. Good job taking out the elite. Almost. Not dead yet. I spoke too soon.
Killed it down, he's dead.
I reckon that Hawk next. It's so hard to fucking select them. There we go. That's one thing I'd love to improve one day, is it's so fucking finicky to click them when they're jumping around in distance all the time on the targets menu. Marks the Hawk. Murphy. We got him. New target, Maria. Elite Maria Mulharo. Lasered. Let's get him, fellas! And NBs and ladies.
Not sending so many independences this run.
Yeah, we're getting unlucky on him, I think.
I still haven't hit a single S-laser shot.
Have you tried using the crosshair?
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
Have you been within 300 meters range?
Yeah.
I don't know then.
Do I have? Should I have them
test it, yeah.
selected?
Sorry, what? You have to, yeah, you have to have them selected in your weapon group.
Okay, because I've just been firing them with the key that I set up for them.
Oh, yeah, no, you can do that too, but like...
Just not hit.
I don't think that obeys the crosshair. Also, something we should check is that you can actually hit targets with them. I had a funny issue the other day. Let's focus down the independence then, I guess.
I'm getting fucked up, I got a lot on me. And we need to get that freighter down too.
Yep.
I marked it.
I'll mark the freighter.
Do we have any very heavy fighters?
I'm not sure we do this time.
Okay, just like try to take it down with weight of firepower then, because those LRMs are gonna start killing us if we don't focus it. I'll just dodge.
Is it
Got
Steve?
that, like-
Are we killing Steve?
Yeah, the
Steve,
freighter.
yeah.
That's a missile freighter, LRM boat basically.
Yeah, if that can get its LRMs in the air, which it will in about 10 seconds, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it doesn't start shooting its LRMs for a while, but once they start going, you're gonna notice them.
The MG is melting me.
I'll try to help you.
Yeah, it will.
I'm gonna have to dodge.
We got it. We got
Oh,
it.
you mean the defense turret? Yeah, good job, it's down.
Marking a Hawk.
Also, Cyclone, like, we'll test afterwards if yours are just broken, but I swear the reason is you're not using a crosshair. Like, seriously, it's the only way you can play the game, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I had an issue yesterday where...
How do you turn on the... Like, how do I select the S-lasers besides just shooting them?
Just click them. So you pick different weapon groups, and then once you've selected the preset, you toggle them on by clicking on them down on the bottom right, on and off. Green is on, not green is off.
You're clicking on them in the middle of fights?
No, you do it beforehand. You have different weapon
So
groups
you see above the weapon panel, right? There's 1, 2,
Yeah,
and
I
3.
have my weapon group set up, but then I just press 2 and it fires. I don't select them.
You need to. I think you need to bind the key. Yeah, that's the thing.
We'll do it with you after the
Yeah,
fight.
that's how they work for me also. I don't know.
That's just how Freelancer weapon binds work, pretty sure.
I'll show you how to do it after the fight. Let's draw them out of the field and I'll show you. Because the default bindings are like that, yeah, you gotta rebind them.
Gotcha, Jeff. I'll check it out.
I got a lot on my tail. Yeah, can we pull them out of the field so we can show people how to do weapon groups?
Alright, cruising north.
Or not even cruise, just like leave to the south. Like I think I'm leading the way.
I see. It's in user interface, not ship controls.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll set some default binds, I think, for the next patch.
Yes, we'll need to. We're not player friendly enough with all these little weird things we've got used to with this game.
Incoming missile.
Alright, I'm out of the field. So come draw them all out here, let's wipe them, and then we'll shut some missile. Watch you guys a target, Vet Icorn.
That's the one.
I love all the loot beams, all the tractor beams like we're playing Diablo. Everyone's spamming the fucking gem that just dropped.
I've played this game long enough that it's a reflex to
Same.
basically hit B as soon as something goes down.
Yeah, same.
Just keep dodging there at your 6.
I'm gonna leave that one to you guys, I think Jeff might need help.
Dead.
Who's on Jeff? No one, I think Jeff's clear.
Incoming missile.
I think the thing that scares me the most is that I know the exact length of the fucking like death sound animation to know when to hit B.
Yeah.
It's just like a sort of innate muscle memory at this point.
Yeah.
I've played this game too much.
Not enough. We're gonna have thousands of hours of that, Eric. We're just getting started.
Oh boy. You know, if you want to talk about logging hours, I know Laz has a plugin that basically set difficult integration and things like that. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can see what people are doing in the game by their Discord status if they allow it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Legendary says about the looter shooter aspect, how do unique, stronger, faster, more efficient weapons will be handled? Carefully. Basically, we're trying to keep them really rare. Like, if you know Battletech, like Lost Tech, like keep them these really rare things. For now,
Right.
you're gonna lose them when they die.
First off, we should check that laser's working.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I hit him with it in the last fight. I changed the keybinds while it was flying around.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't yet, you want to go to Options. Sorry, we're plugging in a second legendary. Controls, User Interface, scroll down to the bottom of that, and see Activate Weapons Group. You want to bind those to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. That's what I do. And then in the fight, well, before the fight, press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to switch to different weapon group presets down the bottom. When you have a preset selected, just left-click on the weapons you want to toggle on or off. Green means on, grey means off. you want to keep all weapons in the same group only if they have the same projectile speed. The lead crosshair, which you need to rely on in this game to do anything at all, averages out your weapon speeds. So if you have one gun that does 1,000 meters speed and one gun that does 3,000, you'll hit nothing because it's giving you like 2,000 in the middle as an aim point. The reason you really need to rely on the aim point in this game, it might not seem obvious at first, is because you're fighting in 3D space, and the leading crosshair is like zeroing your range automatically whenever you shoot it. If you don't shoot the crosshair, it's incredibly fucking hard to hit, even with lasers, because it's shooting at like a different like depth in 3D space, you know what I mean? So you need to use the crosshair, like, if you don't use the crosshair and you're hitting like and killing people, you're just built different, but you really should not play that way, it's fucked. And so because of that explanation, that's why the ZPs are useful. So the ZPs are fake guns. They only serve to pretend that you have slower firing guns in the group. The reason you want to do that is because... the reason you want to do that is because it will shift your lead indicator a bit forward depending on how many of them you have in a group, because you're averaging against slower weapons, which are the ZPs. The reason that's useful is because in multiplayer especially, Freelancer's just default leading solution is just a bit too far behind the target and you just won't hit very often. When you nudge your crosshair a bit forward, you'll hit a lot more often. Anyone got any questions?
Yeah, it
that
does.
Should be it.
With the ZPs, it does depend somewhat on what your ping is. Like if you're really close to the server, you probably won't need them as much as we do.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it.
But definitely,
and that's the
try
kind of
them.
way. Yeah, give them a go.
Servers LA. But also keep in mind how that works. Like, so then if you put the ZPs on and you have lasers on, well, you're gonna be fucked because you don't want to do that because lasers are hit scan.
Yeah, Desiree, I just pinged you. You have 17, a ping of 17, so there you go.
Yeah, so in general, try to have weapons in groups that complement each other, have the same speed, not counting the ZPs obviously, and also for the right situations. Like, you want certain guns take down shields, but then autocannons don't, so you have a different group for your autocannon to switch to when the shield's down, stuff like that. Anyone got any other questions, or should we jump back in there? We could maybe
can we dive in? I was gonna say, yeah, like, why don't we rearm, because I'm a little bit low on SRMs, and then maybe see if we can take down a weapons platform in Cobblton.
Yes, if no one else is one right now, I am gonna get my heavy fighter, I'm gonna get my Turner being the fat one.
Alright, I think we'll want the heavy fighter anyway, because,
yeah. So as long
Nair
as...
isn't a heavy fighter, Bands isn't a heavy fighter. Oh no, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong ones. No, no, don't think anyone is.
Yep, I'm gonna be the very heavy fighter, I called it. I mean, we can have two, obviously, but I wouldn't have all of us in them or we're probably gonna die. But yeah, let's go do a base raid. And then we're probably getting towards, like, the end of the stream, probably by then. We've been going for a while. Unless there's other stuff you want to show off, Milo.
I probably want to very briefly show off Texas at some point, but I'm not too worried about it. There's not much in there in terms of NPCs right now, but it's just very pretty and I want to show it on stream.
Yeah, we can go and do that. Maybe we'll do, like, some Together Time Copperton, and then when we're bored of that, we've had enough, you and I, Milo, can just go down together and do a little sightsee for, like, a little bit. Yeah, I like that idea, Legendary. So yeah, to respond to your question, you said, will it go along the lines of a rarity system, or just have an info card so players know when they have something really good? I mean, a little bit of both. So there is going to be gear you can find.
I think once we've got, like, with the kind of, with opening up other systems, I think what we want to do is basically get the gameplay and the little loops feeling really tight in Colorado, and then we'll start opening up the rest of Liberty. That's the...
Yeah, no new systems until we need them right now. We're keeping it tight-knit, especially because we haven't got many players at first, and we never will, so that way we don't have, like, a dead system. I was just responding to Legendary looking at looter shooter stuff. So the idea is, like, both a bit of a rarity system and then just better stuff, like, that is good. So you might go out and find a piece of gear that is a better version of your gear, and you'll notice that because it'll have like a little bracket and a plus on it, which means this is an improved version, or 2 pluses, very improved, or a minus on an enemy like the rookies have means it's a worse version. Right now, some of those are already in. The elite enemies we're fighting have plus versions of their gear, and the rookies have minus versions. So that's the rarity system. Then there's the idea of just straight up shit you can't buy. So that's like, you might fly out into the wilderness, or just get loot off like a hard enemy. That is like, you know, an autocannon that shoots like, you know, twice as fast, but consumes more energy. Or, you know, an SRM launcher that launches like 5 SRMs at once. Like, stuff that's like really different. And so then you'd have that as well. And then you could find plus and minus of that as well. So both, to answer your question. We want to have a lot of different stuff you want to get, and not just weapons and equipment and scanners and stuff like that. Just like rare stuff in general. One thing I really want to do, but we require technical work to get it done, but I hope we can do one day, is to let you loot ships like BattleTech. So you would imagine it like, rather than buying every ship you get, it would be like, let's say there's rare enemies who have a upgraded version of your ship, or a rare version of a ship you can't buy. You would kill them, and then every so often they might drop a piece of that ship, and then when you put together enough pieces of that ship, you can take it somewhere, put it together, and now you own that ship. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Something we discussed, and again, this would be kind of in the future, I think, once we've got all the hooks working, is having gear that is like has its stats rolled within a certain set of margins. So a little bit like like a game like Destiny, right, where you get there's like an element of pseudo randomness to it.
That would be cool if we had a technical implementation for it, for sure. Yeah, like having that, like, everything's a little different, like Darktide as well. Like, oh, this gun has, like, a bit more damage than the normal one, procedurally. But until we can do that technically, we can also just simulate it with the handcrafting plus and minus variants too.
Yeah, to a point. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want to have to keep track of like 1,000 different,
yeah,
weapon entries.
But... yeah, definitely. A procedural approach will let us do it like way more, of course. But yeah, and we're getting into this aspect of the development soon, we want to be like this looter-shooter kind of feel of the game as well, is a thing you can do, and a big part of the gameplay of like, go out, find cool shit, get it home before someone kills you for it, and put it in your vault or equip it. So we're very big on like, we want to have a lot of really cool treasure that you want to go hunt for, and enough and rare enough that you're not just like done in a week, like, oh, I've got everything. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick before we do Copperton. I'll be right back. Right back, chat.